Batman would be fucking a nightmare. Can you imagine being an adopted son or daughter of Batman and forced to be a Robin? What's the fucking life expectancy of the Robins at this point? 33%, I think. Like, Batman would be absolutely horrifying. He'd just be, of all the people, it's like, when you remember the Justice League chat, they all have their various issues, but they can all agree to, get involved. Batman's always the outlier. He's like, God damn it, Batman. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know, not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch, where I play single-player games, multiplayer games. I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. Here you go, chat. Thank you for your incredible generosity during that hype train. But now, my friends, we must get to these questions. We got to get to these questions tonight. Again, I want to thank my Revenite and Juicy Ganger subscribers. Cheers and salute to you for your generosity. I hope you've been enjoying the content I've been posting. And thank you again for the questions. Thank you. And now, chat, we'll go ahead and get to said questions. Let's see what we have here. And the first question, I'm doing this in the order at which I received them, chat. Carmi Hazel, in case Carmi Hazel is here right now, in case I missed her, she always wants me to read hers last. I'll read hers last, since that is her request. But we're going to start with the first person who sent me these questions, chat. And the first questions, the list of questions I have is from Josh, my sweet baby boy Joshua, chat, 7 Facade. To expand the piece, is question 1, chat. To expand the piece you touched upon in a recent stream, what are some video game adaptations you would like to have made? So, what Josh is referring to, chat, came in the wake of Nintendo. Oh, that's the other story we're talking about today on 8-Bit Crumbs, chat, is the Nintendo canceling all of their projects they had planned for, like, Netflix and things. The Zelda series, the live-action Zelda series, allegedly, the live-action Zelda series, and the claymation Star Fox. And I've always had a couple that I've always wanted, chat, but one in particular is related to the Zelda stuff. I would love a Zelda animated series, kind of in the same style of something like Samurai Jack, like Genji Tartakovsky, chat. Who currently is doing Primal. He was also the creator of Dexter's Laboratory. A lot of stuff, chat. Lots of stuff. Very talented guy, no doubt about it. But I always said, like, I would love to see, because, okay, live action Zelda, you could do it, but it's like, if you want to translate, I think it'd make me even better translation, because especially after seeing such adaptations as Castlevania for Netflix, chat, it's like, wow, they did so many great things, better than I could ever possibly imagine. I think it's just easier to translate video games over to animation, like cartoons. I think this is just, instead of live action. And you can adhere more to the aesthetics of the series while translating it to the animation. That's just kind of how I feel. And I've always said I would love a Zelda series that would cover not just like one specific game, but like a whole bunch of them, chat. Like my whole general premise would be, the typical Zelda formula, chat, to an extent. I would change it. I would still make significant changes to it. But, Link is going for the Triforce, chat. That's to stop the oncoming threat of Ganon, right? But through his adventures, chat, at the bequest of Princess Zelda, he basically encounters scenarios that are all from the past game, chat. So you would have an arc or seasons based around stuff like the Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or Link's Awakening or Link to the Past or Link Between Worlds. Like, that's how I would do. So you cover all this, or Wind Waker. That's what you would have it. It'd have the chosen animation style, but he would live all these different experiences and things, and you'd have these arcs which focus on the game and various quests, and he encounters some of the same enemies in this game. Maybe these enemies also work for Ganon. Like, that's what I would do. It would be a complete homage to the entire series, chat, by adapting some of these games for this show. It'd be like multiple seasons. There will be some things that I'd be like, okay, this is what I would like them to do in the show. Zelda, typically in the series, chat, a lot of the games, not everyone, and not all of them, but in most of them, she's kind of just relegated as, I'm just the princess, you got to save me from Ganon, or, I give you something. Like, I would make Zelda, and actually, I would call it the Legend of Zelda and Link. Like, I think that's what it should be called. And I would actually make her, in a way, a warrior princess, chat. So she would grow, her and Link, They were friends since they were children, chat. They grew up together. And, you know, they've always beat around the fucking bush of their relationship. It's like, I saw this even in Breath of the Wild, of what I played with it. It's just like, okay, clearly you're romantically interested in him, and he's just fucking standing there, just like, not doing anything. And I would have it where they start out as two people who love each other. They had this friendship for so long, but they have this relationship, and then the fucking calamity strikes the lands of Hyrule and all the surrounding kingdoms, chat, because Ganon, him and his armies are invading things. And the only way to stop him is Zelda says, you have to find this. Well, I tried to unite all these various kingdoms and make sure that we can fight together. And he goes on the mythical quest, chat, to find the Triforce, right? And that's what I would do it. And she becomes like, her father's fucking assassinated, and she's like the warrior queen, chat, trying to, so it's a little bit of like a Game of Thrones in there, a little bit of the political intrigue and thing. She's trying to maintain all these alliances, all these people who normally would either hate each other or just haven't gotten along with each other. She has to bring them together to fight Ganon. I think that would be something really, really cool. Eventually, like, I would even have a twist in it where fucking Hyrule is her reign is overthrown. And like I'd say the last few seasons is Link and Zelda going on this quest together. And they're, you know, and then of course you have all the other supporting characters. Everyone from I'd have a Tingle episode. I would have a Tingle episode, chat. Like all of this shit. And they have to work together, chat, but their bond goes closer, their romance goes closer. Like that's what I would, and I would fucking give Link a voice. He's needed a voice for years. And I want him to have one. And I would take a note from Jenny Tartakovsky. Look at Samurai Jack, chat. Jack, he spoke. Phil Lamar did a great job. But you know, you also had episodes where he was relatively quiet for most of it. But I would kind of apply the same formula to someone like Link. I think that'd be kind of cool. But to give him a sense of a personality, because he's just an avatar. He's a blank fucking slate. Like so many of Nintendo's characters, let's give him a fucking personality. So you actually care about him, and you care about his relationship to Zelda, and his interactions with the people of Hyrule, and all these quests he goes on. Like, that is what I would want to do. I think Jenny Tartakovsky would fucking nail it. Like, he would be my guy. That's the guy. It would be 2D. I wanted to be a 2D Legend of Zelda and Link animated series, chat. Multiple seasons covering multiple arcs of the most popular Zelda games. That would be so goddamn special. You can bring in so many characters, chat. You can even expand upon Ganon. Like, why is he doing this? Why is he leading this invasion? Let's look at, like, almost treat him like a coup, except he's not just, you know, pure goddamn evil. Let's explore him as a character. Like, I think that would be one of the best ways to adapt The Legend of Zelda. So that has always been on my list for years. Is like that one right there. Well, what do you guys think? I have some more here, but that's always been my number one. Casper would totally watch it. Thank you. What else do we have here, chat? I'm just saying hello to Vanny. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. No, I haven't gotten to yours, Vanny. I've just started. I've just started. You'll get to Legends of Drink by Paul W. Sanders starring Mila. No! No! Oh, God, no. You don't like the romance angle? My whole thing with the romance angle is just like they've hinted at that for years. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. That's what I would do. Too tall, I think. But, you know, fair enough. I think that would be interesting. Narjo, that sounds awesome. Stick to the formula. See, I want them to expand because this is a question that's related to later on in the thing. I think actually it's the next question. Nintendo always sticks to the formula. And I'm tired of it. It's fucking boring. It's like, that's why it's just like the new Zelda game when it was like I don't care. It's like, do something new with your characters, expand upon them, change their aesthetics, change the personalities, give them a fucking personality. This is what I've been saying for years. And I think you can finally do this in this new animated form. That would be spectacular. Dan Stevens playing Link, he's voicing Link. He would be voicing Link. Because I've never played a Zelda game. That's fine. This would be great. The thing is, this show would work out where you don't need to play in the Zelda games to experience it and love it. But if you had to be like, oh shit, look at all these little things that I remember playing back in the day. Or I know what they're referencing. I know who that character is. I know how this is going to play out. Like, that's great for Zelda fans, but also for people who've never seen it before, it also works for them too. Because you're doing adaptations of all these things. That's what I would do. How would you rewrite how would I rewrite Game of Thrones? That is a Patreon question, Dest. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon for at the Revenite level or higher, you have the ability to submit questions. It's a significantly in-depth question, and I have to give an in-depth answer. They goes do what Wind Waker did. The Triforce is broken into multiple pieces, and it can be become a Dragon type of scenario. Each piece can be, yeah, exactly. Like he has to find, like, they're scattered around the world, the Triforce, and you have these seasons which it's about trying to find them or things that lead to them. That's what it would be. In some ways, it's better than game. Exactly. That's it's a great send up of the entire franchise, and also expands upon things which should have been expanded upon years ago. That's what I would personally do. I remember when they gave Samus a voice and personality failed. Well, in this case, I want them to do that with Link. Because Nintendo did it. The thing is, Nintendo has such a fucking vice grip over so many of their properties, and I just don't think they're capable of telling like a good story with their writers or their lack of writers. But you give this someone who, like Jerry Tartakovsky, who can tell a story, I'm like, okay. Or any animator out there, Chad. There's plenty of it. It doesn't have to be Tartakovsky. It could be someone. It could be so many other people. Like, who could tell a story with these characters. I'm sure there's someone that can do it infinitely better than someone like Nintendo, because Nintendo has not been doing it. That's been one of my biggest criticism, is that Nintendo are not good storytellers. And they should be. And there's no reason why Zelda or any of their other properties, many of their other properties, can't tell really fun and engaging stories. But that's just me. Chad. That's just one of my ideas. I also have some other ones, too. I've always talked about this before. I mean, I want a Dead Space film. Adaptation of the first game. This was a question I think like a couple weeks ago. What I would recast, what the structure of the story would be. Very similar to the first game, Chad, except obviously Isaac has a goddamn voice. You have the principal cast and everything, and I would get rid of the whole unitologist bullshit, because that always overcomplicates. That's what one of the reasons why Dead Space 3 was just not as good, is because they doubled down on that shit. I was like, this is a fucking mumbo jumbo alien nonsense. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Survival story in space. They find this fucking thing on this planet, causes this infection to spread. Everyone turns into zombie, hentai aliens, chat. There you go. And you get this crew who goes out there. This one guy, he's invested because his girlfriend's on that place. On the USG Ishimura, trying to find her while working with the crew, but then you got the whole corporate intrigue thing, dealing with it, and like that's how it would be, Chad. That's how it would be. That's what my Dead Space movie would be. Heavy emphasis on practical effects. That's what you want for these goddamn necromorphs. Obviously, there'll be CGI for the bigger ones and shit, but like a heavy emphasis or CGI assistance for some of this stuff. The hallucinations, the visions, all that shit. Like, that's what I would want in a Dead Space movie. Look at Alien and The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, as examples of how to make a Dead Space movie. It's right there. The DNA's right there. The developers took that DNA and made their game, and they made it very well. Dead Space is one of my favorite games of all time, but you know what it needs? It needs a stronger narrative. And that's one thing they could do by giving these characters more personality, giving Isaac a personality. And again, they did that in Dead Space 2, I thought, and I like what they did with Isaac in Dead Space 2. But that would be very important. I would love to see a live-action Dead Space movie. DT Darkslayer, welcome to stream. Again with the hentai aliens. Well, this time they are hentai aliens. Little tentacles and they're all over me. Good to see you, DT Dark. So, Carmi Hazel, welcome to stream. Just again. Good to see you, Carmi Hazel. Just talking about you just a second ago. But that's one. I would love to see a live-action Dead Space film. Another one, I think Wolfenstein, the new Wolfenstein games, Chad. Speaking of a series that I never thought would have a strong narrative and characters, but fuck. Machine Games did it, at least for 3 of the games. I'm not a big fan of Youngbloods. I like the idea of Youngbloods, but the gameplay itself and the world, the gameplay loop, I was not a fan. I was not a fan of that. But Wolfenstein, the New Order, Old Blood, and New Colossus, definitely. Basic premise, for those who don't know, it's kind of like an alt history tale where the Nazis are winning World War II. It's like 1946. The Allies have been pushed back. B.J. Blazkowicz, who is the the special United States soldier, leads this operation as part of this operation to bring down this specific Nazi leader. It doesn't go well, chat. He's in a coma. It's like, okay. Kind of a little exaggerated. The coma, been asleep for 20 years, wakes up. The Nazis now control the entire fucking world. It's like 1960, I don't know, like 1961 or something. And they control everything, taking over all of Europe, Asia, United States, so the North America, South America, all that shit. And you got to fucking deal with it. You're part of a resistance, and you fight against them. Great. I mean, all around. Wolverine of the New Order is one of my favorite games of the previous decade. Wonderful gameplay, cool aesthetic, but really good story and a really good cast of characters. And I think that would really translate well to either a film or even like an anime. I think they can also do it in that way. I would love that. So that is also on my list, Chad. Jeffrey D. Wolfenstein the New Order. Who doesn't like to kill Nazis, Chad? Who doesn't like to kill Nazis? I ask you. Another one I think is very obvious, and it's like, you know what, I think you could do it for this one. It'd be very simple premise to Half-Life. The idea of, you know, this secret science facility, what, in New Mexico or Colorado? I forget where Half-Life takes place. But it's in this underground facility, and you have these fucking humans who start fucking with different realities and dimensions that brings forth all these monsters. So look at something like The Mist or something. It all takes place at an underground facility. And it's a survival film. We have scientist Gordon Freeman, average Joe Gordon Freeman, kind of like, think of it like Die Hard, chat, where it's just like the schlub, with Bruce Willis's character of John McClane is like, this the average guy kind of yes, he's a police officer and things, but he's not your Schwarzenegger type. He's not your Sylvester Stallone type or Jean-Claude Van Damme. He just seems like an ordinary guy caught in a really dangerous situation. That's the same thing you do with Gordon Freeman, except his thing is like, yeah, he's not really skilled in weapons and shit. He has to fight as he goes along, but he's very smart. And that's how you would do it, Chet. So I think a Half-Life film is very easy to make. It speaks for itself. And all the fucking practical effects you can have with the aliens and monsters and everything. Oh, it'll be great. And you have the fucking G-Man. He's all creepy and shit. And he's in interactions with Gordon. I think that would be, he's like always in the background moving around. It's like, that'd be so much fun. You could definitely do a Half-Life movie could work. You have so much fun with the different guns, chat. You could do references to stuff like Portal. It's like, it's all right there. Everything with Black Mesa is just, it would be so much fun to explore and to adapt in a live action film. That one would be, I think, out of all of them, is the easiest. It's a survival story in an underground facility with fucking monsters from another dimension. It writes itself. You just need and the only thing that to sell it, you need a really likable, fun protagonist in Gordon Freeman, Chad. That's what you need. So you got to sell it through his personality, along with all the other accoutrements. You sell it through his personality, Chad. You like him. Cameo goes, sure, why not? Why not? Yeah, that'd be fun to hint at, like, other possibilities in the future, other facilities. Yeah, so I think definitely Half-Life has always been one I think would be very easy to adapt. And it's and look, and now it's back in the pop culture zeitgeist again. Not that it ever left, but because of stuff like Half-Life Alyx, which for a lot of people, that was their favorite game of last year, chat. I haven't played myself, but I've heard that from many people. Some people even in this chat right now have said that was one of their favorite games of the year, if not their favorite game of the year. So it's like, now's the time to do that. I mean, you could do it so easily. That would not be difficult, chat. Good hour 30-minute, hour 40-minute movie, boom, action, sci-fi, horror, perfect. That's all you need, Jeff. Oh, you're Jeff Gold. Oh my God, yes, a younger, or you could, you know what? Wouldn't it be fucking cool if they age Gordon Freeman up and he's played by old Jeff Goldblum? I'd be fine with that, but yes, a young Jeff Goldblum in like 80s era or 90s era. Like, think, oh my God, Chad, think of like goddamn Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park as Gordon Freeman. Oh, my Lord. Fighting aliens and monsters in an underground facility, chat. Yes, they are. They are indeed, Clemmy Hazel. I know you wanted, I even said that she likes to have her questions last. That's who you would cast. I mean, if they want to age Gordon Freeman, I was like, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking age him up, Joe. Let's age him up. That would be a good question. Like, who would I cast as some of these characters? That would be so much. Yes, William Dafoe. Yes, there you go, Deadpool. William Dafoe is G-Man. Obvious choice. Very good choice. Yeah, those would be my two guys. Fuck it. Let's cast Jeff Goldblum. This is my fucking fantasy chat. I can do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, let's cast you. Because Jeff Goldblum's like in his 60s now. It's like, who fucking cares? Guy looks great. I would love to see just, this older professor-looking guy trying to survive this fucking facility. Let's goddamn good. Yeah, Gordon was middle-aged, right? So, I mean, yeah, he's a scientist. Perfect. Let's do it. That's how you do it, chat. So those are just some of my examples, Chad. Hope you liked it. Zelda, animated series, 2D animated series, Wolfenstein movie or anime, Dead Space live action film, and Half-Life live action film. What about the rest of you guys? Any things that you would like to see? I'm just going to go ahead and turn my fan on for a second, Chad. And I'll come back and read some of your ideas, and I'll get on to the next part of the question. I can see Jeff Goldblum as a super casual. Yeah, I'd be like, what's happening? Oh, that's not good. DiBautista's Doomslayer, that's good casting. Yeah. Yeah, I think a Doom movie, like a proper Doom movie, would be interesting. I could see that like an anime, like a really bloody, like Castlevania-esque anime. Or, Gears of War. He should be Marcus Phoenix. I want a Gears of War movie now more than ever. It's like, oh shit, he's proven himself as a capable actor at this point. I think Gears of movie would be nuts. I'd love that. I would love a Gears. That's definitely on my list. If you could do that, that'd be fine. It'll be the group dynamic between, Marcus, Dom, Coltrane, and Baird, and Anna. Remember Carl Urban was in the original Doom? Oh, yeah. No, I reviewed it on stream. You want to check out my original Doom review chats on my YouTube channel, Class and Glass. Yeah. Yup. A God of War movie, maybe. Yeah, people have been ever since like God of War. The thing is, it's like there are some games I feel like I don't want to see adaptations of them because they're so cinematic to begin with. And like one of those is God of War. I mean, especially God of War 2018 because it's like, yeah, this is Dory McCoy, welcome to stream. Just saw you there. It's just the story's so good, the acting's so good. It's almost like I don't even need it personally. That's why I say with Uncharted. I don't need an Uncharted film series because the fucking Uncharted films are modern day Indiana Jones. In some cases, they're probably better than Indiana Jones in a lot of ways. So yeah, it's like same with Mass Effect. I don't want a especially for RPGs because it's difficult. Because your character's your own Shepard's your own, and So yeah, Andy Serkis is Mario. Yes, that's what we fucking need. That's what we need. So we're gonna cast a bunch of game characters as Patreon video. It was fun. Oh, that's fun. That's very, very cool. The Elite, no way they ever get God of War right as a film. Yeah, you mean Gears of War or God of War? I think you could do Gears of War. I think that could work, but, I just that would be a great series, maybe movie. Yeah, that'd be fun to see. I can see that. That again, that's very cinematic game, but I can see that as a movie. I don't want a Mass Effect movie, agreed. I want a Mass Effect TV series. I'm part of classic Star Trek Next Generation. If you had to do a Mass Effect series, or, you have to adapt Mass Effect, it would be better as a TV series. I agree with you. That's such long form. I remember when they were saying, oh, yeah, we're going to make a Mass Effect movie. I'm like, no, you're not. And yeah, lo and behold, never happened. Yeah, but I'm so close to Mass Effect chat that I just want that to stay video games and have that stream of my own. But I get you. I could see a Mass Effect series in the world of Mass Effect taking place in the background of the games. Yeah. People have suggested that before. I get that. Yeah, it's just, I'm very close to that series, so I just kind of want... It's my story, it's my own story, and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't know what the fuck this is going on here. That's not how I would have done it. Darks are here. Thank you for my business. I think a Mass Effect tabletop work. Oh, tabletop game? Sure. Like in the world of Mass Effect? Yeah. Oh, no doubt about that. That'd have to be any Shepard stuff. Yeah, I don't think you could, because you'd have to be separate from the main story of the games. Yeah. Yeah, Andromeda should be on that Quibi network. The cool kids are really talking about. Yeah, who are those cool kids? Isn't Quibi shutting down? Aren't they shutting down Quibi? Because it's such a commercial failure for them. Yeah, but those are some good ones, Chad. These are some good ones. I like hearing your feedback. Is going on business? Thought so. All right, Chad. Here is Josh's second question. Here it is, Chad. This is related actually to what I was talking about Nintendo earlier. Nintendo has been relying on gimmicks for their console for several generations, yes. But I think them abandoning consoles or becoming a third-party publisher to other platforms would be awful for the industry. To that end, if you were given the keys to the next console but were required to include one core feature that other consoles don't currently have, software hardware, what would your Nintendo console look like? The other consoles currently, like consoles like Xbox One and PlayStation? I mean, those consoles have so much already. And like these Nintendo consoles just don't seem to lack all the various accoutrements that PlayStation and Xbox have had for years. I mean, if I was designing, it's for whatever reason it's worked out for Nintendo, Chad. The Nintendo Switch is a commercial success for the company. There's no doubt about that. But if speaking for myself, I mean, a fucking online service that works. An online service that works and is actually good and is rewarding to have. Like, you pay a monthly fee for Nintendo Online, and what do you get for it? A really shitty online service. Whereas you look at something like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live Gold, or whatever they're calling it now, Game Pass and things. Like, those are good fucking online services. Nintendo does not have that. They don't have that, and they don't seem willing to do something like that. I mean, that's what I would do, but they don't care. Another thing I would have them do is to stop making the same shit over and 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 over again. This is one of the things I've gotten so burned out and bored by Nintendo games. Like, I always like to dip my toes back in there again, but when it comes to, like, yes, they do produce good games. There's no doubt about them. But, like, even with Zelda series, which everyone, Zelda's weird to me because it seems like every time a new Zelda game has come out, everyone praises it. Like, I remember when Skyward Sword came out on the Wii, and it was getting 9s and 10s and 9.5s and saying, oh, one of the greatest games of the generation. And I'm like, bull fucking shit. And now it's looked at as like, oh, a really bad game. But I remember at the time, people were saying how great the game is. Like, no, it's not. The only thing innovative about that was the gimmick, was the goddamn motion controls. And he's like, yes. Then they did. The next one was Breath of the Wild, and went to the same thing. Everyone overpraising the game and everything. And I'm like, it's better than Skyward Sword, no doubt about it. But a game like that seems to lack the things so many RPGs just normally have. Or not all RPGs, but a lot of them do, which is an interesting world filled with characters I care about. Like, one of the things that always bothered me about Breath of the Wild is like, this is a fucking empty shell of a world, and I don't give a shit about anybody, you know? I was like, I don't care, like, this person who's giving me the quest or any relationships you form. You don't really form any relationships in those games. You get a cutscene, that's it. Whereas, like, the best RPGs are ones where relationships with characters, they expand and they grow. And when I look at something like Breath of the Wild, like, that's not the focus. It is the gameplay. But it's good gameplay in just a completely uninteresting world with a narrative that seems to barely even be of any importance. And if I would have online services that work with Nintendo console. And the other thing I would do, like ones that are worth paying a subscription fee for the online services. So games that are, or that go on sale. Like, there's a benefit to owning that. You know, Nintendo games rarely go on sale. Like, first-party Nintendo titles rarely go on sale. Like, the most, like, I've ever seen, like, Zelda the Wild on sale back in the day was, like, for maybe $50, instead of, like, the average $60. I had a point that I was going with. But no, but that's the thing. It's like, make me care about your characters in your games. And Nintendo has not done that for me. It's like, hey, I literally love Luigi's Mansion 3. And and that's fine. Those games, like Mario, that's always going to be, those are platformers. That's what they are, or whatever. Luigi's just a kind of ghost-busting simulator, if you will. And those are fun. They'll keep doing those. Those are great. But the ones where there is potential for stories, or character development, I'm like, that's an opportunity right there to sell me something that I would be excited about. And they don't seem to be wanting to do that. That's why I know they have the new Breath of the Wild 2 coming out. I'm just like, we'll see. We'll see. Wait. Skyward Sword is seen as bad. A lot of people. Oh, yeah, a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah, no, a lot. Yeah. To not go into full details, just because I will be here all night. I was not a fan. I was very much less than a fan of that title. Yeah. I don't even hate Nintendo. I just bought another Switch to sell my light, but damn it, Nintendo's the most complacent fucking gaming console dev out there. Yeah, they don't look outwards to what their competitors are. They always look inwards. In the first party games, why Pokemon games look... I know. How many... Pokemon has been the fucking same. It's been the same since 1997. It's been the same. Yes, they've looked maybe a little bit better, but there's no excuse for a Pokemon. I would love like a Pokemon to look like... in a visual level, the same as like God of War 2018 or something like that. Like, I want that kind of Pokemon game. That would be fucking amazing. And it's just... They're like, nah. It's just lost opportunities. People buy those games. They do. People buy those games. There's no doubt about it. I'm just saying, this is what I want. This is what I want to get me interested. That's why I've like noticed, like, I'll play Pokemon Sword and Shield, or Sword, that is, because that won a poll, because I'm obligated to play it for you guys because you wanted me to play it. But like, I have no desire to play anything post Gen 1, Gen 2. Because even at the time, I'm like, oh, it's just the same shit again. That's why I didn't buy Ruby or Emerald or whatever they were called, Black and White, back in those other generations. So I love Mario and Zelda. No, I get it. Like, they're some of my favorite games of all time are Mario and Zelda games. No doubt about it. Like, Link to the Past is one of my favorite. That is one of my favorite games of all time. It's my favorite Zelda game of all time. And it's just like, my whole thing is I want these series to expand in ways that Nintendo doesn't really want to expand upon them. And that's what's frustrating to me. So that's what I would like to see changed. Again, many Nintendo fans, many Zelda fans, whatever franchise, don't want to see those things. They just want this thing the way it's always been, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying what I want. Have there been any new Mario platformer after Odyssey release? I don't know. 3D platformer? I don't think so. I think, they did that remaster collection of 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. They did that one. But no, I don't think any new ones. Like 3D platformer, that is. Played one game since Red. I late buy the game, enjoy them, but ask them to do better at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. They just don't seem to, Nintendo doesn't even try to make their in-house devs try because the fan base is wearing blind. Yeah. I've said that Nintendo fans are, they like one thing and they want you to keep making this one thing. And it's like, all right. I wish they would be more experimental, expand on certain things that I want. But that's what I would like to see them address. Will they, or if I was in charge of the company, I'd be like, hey, let's do something really special with this. Yeah, but if it ain't broke, don't. Yeah, they very much operate by that. Apparently, the artist on Mortal Hulk is a dick. Fair enough. Fair enough. But that is Josh's, my Speedy Boy's second question, chat. And this is his third and final question. Super salad. I have no hatred against soup. I have no hatred against soup. But, I like a good salad. Every time I would eat out, like, oh, a salad comes for a meal. I was like, oh, great. I would like a Caesar salad, please. That's always my go-to. Something like, because I want to get filled up on soup, chat. Soup can be, I'm like, I like soup. Everyone loves soup. I like soup. But I don't want to get filled up on soup before I eat my main course. So a nice light Caesar salad, chat. No croutons, please. I don't need any fucking croutons. I mean, a little Asiago cheese. That's fine. Asiago cheese, chat. Perfect. So I always go with salad, chat. Yeah. Deadpool, the Pokemon IP, makes more money in the merch than on the games. The games are just way to introduce new Pokemon and sell more merch for. Interesting. There you go. Is there broccoli? I will also allow broccoli. Good old broccoli, too. I like some good broccoli. But I would, if I go out to eat, which I have not gone out to eat in, like, over a year at this point. Like, I've gone to a couple bars, socially distancing, of course, but, yeah, when I used to go out to eat, with friends or with a significant other or something, then, yeah, I get a little Caesar salad, chat. I am always salad, pretty much never soup, but nothing against soup, of course, chat. I usually drink soup during the winter months, little tomato soup, some French onion. Those typically my go-tos that I get in little cans. But yeah, definitely salad. Definitely salad for me. But thank you, Josh. Those are Josh's questions, Josh. Very good questions, my friend. Thank you for being a Juicy Games subscriber. Cheers and salute to you. Now we're going to go ahead and get to Super Tupac. Super Tupac, thank you for being a Revanite subscriber. Happy to have you be a part of the Patreon. Hope you've been enjoying the content. Super Tupac has 3 questions, I believe, chat. This is his first question. Do I watch any type of game shows, like Japanese game shows? Oh, my God. Does this count as my second question? No, it does not. Oh, my God. Does this count as my third question? Oh, no. I'm going to have question marks. Not now, but I enjoyed Ninja Warrior. This is what I said. This is what I told him, chat. Let's read my response. He said, so he's asking me if I've watched any game shows, chat. And, like as a kid, like, I remember going to my grandparents' house, and they always have fucking Jeopardy on, or Wheel of Fortune, all that shit. Why do old people just like those games, or like those TV shows? I don't get it. I was always bored by them. I never cared for them, chat. Man, Jeopardy was fun, because, like, if you're trying to answer along, it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. You'll learn something, at least from Jeopardy, but Wheel of Fortune, all those other things, I'm like, I don't fucking care. So that, but I did watch, every time I had it on the background, like, growing up. I remember watching G4 back in the day, chat. Where it had, like, shows like X playing Attack, which is coming back, funny enough. I guess it's coming back later this year with a lot of the original cast, like Olivia Munn and Adam Sessler and things, and Morgan Webb. But the one game show they had on there, too, was, like, a dubbed version of, like, Ninja Warrior. And it was this show from Japan, chat, where you'd have all these people compete in these various obstacle courses, chat. They fucking usually always be all over water and shit. So they always get, like, knocked off by a giant styrofoam hammer, chat, into the water and things. Like, those were always really, really fun. I always dug those shows. But again, I'd have them on the background. I didn't really watch them like, oh, in this week's episode. They were just there. They were pretty much filler. But those are the ones that really appealed to me. But outside of that, no. I'm not a game show guy. I've always kind of figured those are really boring. Like, Jeopardy's the one I'm like, you know what, there's some merit to that one. That's kind of cool. I like that because you learn something from that. It's fun. Yeah, Kevin Pereira's, yeah. Takashi. It's called Takashi's Castle in Japan. But when I was watching, they were calling it Ninja Warrior. So, what about you guys? Did you ever watch any game shows? Or still watch game shows right now? Watch them as a kid or watch them now? I'm curious. But yeah, for me, it was Ninja Warrior. It's like those obstacle courses. I remember watching, like, The Hidden Temple back in Nickelodeon, although, like, years ago when I was very little, chat. Like, The Legend of the Hidden Temple. Like, that one I did watch. I forgot about that one. Arthy's like, nope! I used to watch Big Brother and Survivor with my parents, as Austin. M. Zavers' Family Feud. Chaka Man, good to see you about Chaka Man. My cousin was on Nick Arcade, made it the final round. What? That's awesome. That's pretty goddamn cool. There's a small British show called Taskmaster, which is really funny. Casey's Family Food. I had too much into cartoons. Yeah, I mean, I was a kid. Like, I watched Legends of the Hidden Temple. When I go to my parents' house, they were always, or my grandparents' house, they had fucking all those on. I was always watching cartoons and, movies I should have been watching at a young age. That was more me. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a good one. That is okay, that's a solid one. I respect that one. Again, that's the trivia-based ones are fun. Those Nickelodeon games shows are going to get slime. We got slime. Remember that? Naked and Afraid. That's one of the newer ones, right? Ozzy does Man versus Food Count. Isn't that like a guy that isn't that like a travel show though? Okay, I watch Wheel of Fortune. Also, Nick Wipeout. So love animation to this day. Same Art Thief. I'm right there with you. That's why I have several things of content centered around it, whether it be the reviews or my audio commentaries or my watch parties with them. Double Dare? No, remember that. Figure It Out? No. Family Feud along with Big Brother and The Amazing Race of My Mom. Yeah, and Amazing Race. Yeah, I know a lot of these shows perform very well with people, but I'm just not into them. I really like reality stuff for like narrative, fictional-driven things. Or documentaries. Usually I watch Netflix, The Floor is Lava, fun show. I watched a little bit of that. I watched some clips from that. I'm like, that announcer gets on my fucking nerves. Oh. No, we got some people that watch them. Okay, there you go. There you go, chat. Nice. And here is Super Tupac's second question, chat. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes, it is. Hot dog is a sandwich, chat. A sandwich is anything between two slices of bread or bread that is almost cut all the way through, chat, stuffed with something. That is a sandwich. That's a sandwich, chat. A hot dog is a sandwich. I'm telling you right now, this is a fucking fact. It's set in stone. Boom. A hot dog is indeed a sandwich. Agree, disagree? That's fair enough. We can agree to disagree, but a hot dog is a sandwich, chat. It's a hot dog is a sandwich. Okay? It's two pieces of bread. Something's inside that piece of bread, chat. You fold it. Yeah, you put stuff on top. But if you turn it like this, that's a fucking sandwich, chat. If you fucking turn, no, it's a sub. Sub is a sandwich. A sub sandwich is a sandwich. All right, that's the way it is. I'm going by, chat. I'm just thinking of this logically. Okay. Hot dog, agreed. Hot dog is a sub is a sandwich. Boom. There's the logic there, chat. We're in an agreement. Chalkman agrees with me. All other answers are verboten. They're verboten, chat. Damn, you got me, yeah. I like good meatballs. I haven't had meatball sub in a while. I haven't really had any subs in a while, chap. I like a good sandwich. And this is Super 2 Box. Third and final question, chat. Why am I so sus at Among Us? Because it's the reason why is because you always sound like you're lying. You always sound like you're lying or you have something to hide. And you instantly sound sus, and you don't take any effort to defend yourself. That's why. You go, oh no, like all the time. So yeah, that's why Super Tupac. You always sound like you're lying, and your reactions, like how your voice is your tell. Yeah, but it's funny though. It's fucking funny though. I love when you play Among Us. It's a good time. But that, Chad, is Super Tupac's question. Super Tupac, thank you so much for being a Revenite subscriber on my Patreon. Cheers and salute to you, my friend. Speaking of Among Us, when do multiplayer shenanigans return to the show? I've been doing multiplayer shenanigans with you guys, Jackbox. Among Us, I've had to take a break from that for various reasons. I've gone over them before. But yeah, Among Us is just kind of off the docket for quite some time with me, chap. But stuff like Jackbox is still ongoing. I want to do other multiplayer games too. But Among Us, I just have to, I got to take some, we're never going to go back to it just for right now. We'll be playing in the future. At least for a good while. But yes, thank you again, Super Tupac, for your answer to being a subscriber. And now, Chair, we're going to move on to Vanisphere's question. His questions. He has 5 questions, I believe. Yes, he does. Or 6, technically. One more, but I'll allow it. This is his first question, Chad. Who is your favorite stand-up comedian? That's an excellent question. Like, favorite, absolute favorite. Like, end-all, be-all. Like, if I had to listen to only one stand-up comedian for the rest of my life, who would it be? I think if I had to listen just to one, I'd be like, okay, I feel comfortable with this. Patton Oswalt, I think, would be easy. I love his sense of humor. I think he would be like my go-to, just like, okay, he's my number one. That's great. So I would say Patton Oswalt is probably my favorite. However, I love Bill Burr. Love Dave Chappelle, Robin Williams, Chris Rock. You know, it's a shame though, Chad, because some comedians, I mean, have just fallen off just because of things they've done in their personal lives. But I was like a huge Louis C.K. fan back in the day. I mean, if you still like Louis C.K., then still watch him and stuff. You had all that stuff coming out about him and everything. I was like, god damn it, dude. Like, I was a huge Louis C.K. fan back in the day. But, yeah, I mean, Patton Oswalt's always been my number one. Bill Burr, like I said, Robin Williams, Jack, classic Robin Williams. He might be a little too exaggerated for people in his stand-up, but I always liked it. I love the energy he used to bring, obviously. Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock. Those are a couple off the top of my head. George Carlin all the way for you, Glee. It's mostly voice chat that's off the table. Yeah, it's the thing. I mean, it's the voice chat that's an issue. Louis was like, oh yeah, no, Louis was an amazing show. It was. Yeah. Raleigh Java, good to see you. Louis too, Dark for you. I get you. But if I had to pick one right now, I'd probably say Patton Oswalt. Patton Oswalt's probably my guy. That's who I would go with. Oh, Louis Black. See, I always forget about some of the other people. See, Louis Black is yes, Become Me. You're absolutely right. Louis Black is great. I love Ron White. You had the blue collar guys, got like Bill Engvall and Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy, but Ron White to me was always the funniest out of all of them. Ron White was great. I love Ron White. He's really, really good. But yeah, Louis Black's another great choice. I love his energy. I just get so mad. That's a really good one. Film Ricky Gervais. Oh, Ricky Gervais. See, I'm forgetting some of these people. Yeah, Ricky Gervais is awesome. Yes. Russell Howard, which I love. I'm not feeling Russell Howard. Trevor Noah, Ali Wong. Ali Wong is very good. She's great. She's the one that did those, like, when she was pregnant specials. She was hilarious in those. Yeah. Like, wasn't it called Baby Cobra and stuff? No, Ali Wong is very funny. Nice. Bill Burr. And speaking of Bill Burr, did you watch F His Family on Netflix? I've seen clips from the show. I haven't sat down and watched it though, but he's great. I'm a big Bill Burr fan. He's on my list. I remember saying Ron White. Only reason I watched the tours. Yeah. He was, to me, he was just like, wow, you're just so much better than these other guys. That's just how I felt. Hannibal Buress, used to love the blue collar guys, been a while too. Like, the one that I think has continued to succeed is Ron White. His stuff is still really goddamn good. I love Ron. They call me tater salad. I love that joke. So goddamn good. John Mulaney. I've never seen John Mulaney. Nick Kroll. I know of him. I just never seen his stand-up. Jason Mantzoukas. John Mulaney's funny too. I just one I haven't seen. He's a lot of good selection. A nice variety of comedians. But yeah, I think for number one for me, I mean, listen, all great. Louis Black, even someone I miss, Louis Black, Ron White. Number one, I guess it'd have to be Patton Oswalt. His sense of humor is, I don't know, I think it's just very similar to mine in a way. So that's why he really appeals to me on every level. There's something about him I really like. I just like the voices he also does too. It's pretty funny. This is Vanny's second question. As a content creator, it's not uncommon to have companies reach out and ask you to advertise their merch. Raycon's Raid Shadow Legends, for example. Which company would you gladly accept a sponsorship from, and which would you do a hard pass on? Well, I'm at a point in my life where I would not take a hard pass, unless they're like, fucking evil and kind of shitty. Then it's like, I'm like, oh, no, I'll advertise, sure. But three at the top of my head, I was like, you know what? I would feel good to advertise these because these companies have treated me well. I thought of three. One would be, well, this is like a two-parter. It'd be Maker's Mark Whiskey. Chad, Maker's Mark Whiskey. Cheers and salute to them. Or Four Roses Whiskey. If I can get like a sponsorship deal with either of them, that would be great. That would be because I drink their stuff. I'm like, you can go, guys know I'm a fan of their stuff, so I'll be very honest if I'm sponsoring their product on my streams. I like to be honest about the things I actually actively use them because I don't want to just sell you guys something I don't fucking play or I don't use, Like I want to be honest with you guys. It's like, hey, no, I fucking buy this product. I use it for all these things. I fucking use these things, chat. So Maker's Mark / Four Roses whiskey. That boom, number one. That'd be number one. Some other ones, chat. Recently, in the last few months, been using them, but Vimeo, the video service Vimeo, I use their Vimeo, which acts as the repository for my Patreon content, chat. A lot of for my video commentaries. That service has worked out really well. They had fair pricing, chat. I have fucking 5+ terabytes for the year, with the content I create. It's more than enough. Vimeo has really done right by me. I like their services. They're easy to use. They're very intuitive. They have a lot of options for you, how you want people to see your content, the ways you can make it private, or incorporate it. Like, I love how Patreon has incorporated Vimeo content. How Vimeo works with Patreon for that. Like, that's made it very convenient for me as someone who uses both services. So Vimeo is one I would definitely be like, hey, this is great. If you want to get into Patreon chat, or sharing private videos to your patrons, that is the one to do. The Elite Chris, would you accept the advertisement deal from Old English Malt Liquor and if the price was right? I never had the product, but I'm not familiar with the malt, like Old English Malt Liquor. So I want to try it at least first before I would say anything. So I don't know. I mean, alcohol I would actually actively try. Because I'll tell you right now, if tequila is like, I'm going to make myself a lot of margaritas then. Because I can't drink fucking tequila straight shit. I'm not liking that shit. But no, whiskeys, that would be good. Especially Makers Market for Words, which you guys know I use on stream. Vimeo's one. And also El Gato, chat. I would probably, I would love to get a sponsorship with El Gato with their equipment. Everything from my, I have my HD60 S capture card, chat, which has always worked out for me. So it's a good product. I've been using it for years and haven't really had too many issues, chat. Most of the stuff has been through, other platforms and things. But yeah, I would happily sponsor like El Gato products on my channel. Those are my top 3. Ones I would do a hard pass on. Again, I'm not in a position where I would hard pass on anything unless they're just the worst, most despicable company out there. But there are probably some I wouldn't be sponsored by. Sega. For all the amount of times I've talked shit about Sonic, chat. No way I would find. No, I couldn't say, you know what you should do now, chat? You should check out the Sonic Prime animated series coming to Netflix. You guys know how big of a Sonic fan I am. I mean, you guys know I love my Sonic, chat, even reading erotic Sonic fanfiction to you. That's like, I couldn't do that to you guys. I couldn't do that. So, Sega is very much off the table. And this is the shit I've talked about them as a company, as a publisher. I couldn't do it. So you would still sponsor you. They still would. They still would. Just like, please. But that would be one. I don't know. Outside of that, I have to think about it. But I'm not really in a position where I'd be like, oh, no, thank you. Skynet here, you want to promote your new product? I will do it. All right. But that was a good question, Vanny. That was a good question. And this is Vanny's third grade. He had 2 questions marked as number 3. I guess he wasn't sure about this one. I'll answer it. When you decided to go full-time to Contegration, how did your family respond? If that's too personal. No, I'll answer it, man. They didn't want me to. They did not want me. They're like, no. Of course, everyone's saying no. They did not want me to, but I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be happy. I wasn't happy in my day job. I was fucking miserable. And I was working on so many things where I was like, well, I don't have time for one of these things. And so I decided to quit the day job. But yeah, they were saying, well, don't do that. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. So, no. A lot of my family members were like, don't do it. And I'm like, I'm going to do it anyway. And it's working out for me, Chad. It's working out to great effect. And I'm glad I made the decision, Chad. Not only for just, just because it's like I love doing this, but it's also just for mental health reasons. Like I've been able to, one of the biggest goal I have in my life, Chad, is that outweighs everything, is being able to do something I love for a living. That is a rare thing to achieve in life. And I said, fuck it. I'm not going to be one of these people who's going to be miserable coming home from work every goddamn day. I'm not going to fucking let that happen to me. And I took it, chat, and I am all the better for it. And you guys have made this absolutely so much fun to do for a living. And I always say thank you so much. Yeah, you got to follow your dreams. At least try to. At least make the attempt. Because if you don't fucking make the attempt, chat, then there's a possibility of being miserable, You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, chat. Who said that? Wayne Gretzky, chat. Wayne Gretzky. All right? Jordan, salute to that. You guys make this absolutely amazing. And I'm happy to do it, chat. I'm getting to a point where, I mean, I'm living comfortably. I'm living just fine, but I want to get to a point where I can, even be more proud of it already, which I already am proud of it, chat, but I'm taking steps to make sure this content is getting better for you. And this is absolutely amazing that I'm living this life. And it's because of you guys. Cheers and salute to you. May the wings of living never as a feather. You're shaking the pillars of heaven as we speak. And I had people telling me, no, don't do that. And I was like, well, I'm going to fucking do it. And I'm glad I did fucking do it, Chef. I'm glad I did do it. And this goes into part of his other question. He says, when you decide to go full-time content creation, I'm going to read your whole, lucky enough to work a job that I don't love, but I do enjoy what lets me make money. Well, thank you, Deadpool. Thank you. King DJ, thank you for the 20 biddies. Thank you to Real McCoy. No, I appreciate it, guys. Have they watched your streams? No. No, they have not. Yeah, you got to do what you believe in. I feel you're coming from good. Thank you, Too Tall. Thank you. But no, the certain people have not watched my content. Skynet here, and we want to. Oh, yeah, I read that comment. Yep. There was a businessman who did a podcast, and he kept going, how many years of your life you share by working a stressful job for someone. And I ain't fucking doing it. I ain't going to fucking do a job I don't believe in. Or I think it's bullshit. Thank you again, King DJ, for the 20 minutes. Admire the courage. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was a step, but I was prepared to take it. I made sure certain things were in place ahead of time, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling very good about it. Thank you, though. Thank you. And this kind of the same part of the same questions. I'll answer it. When you decide to go into full-time content creation, who in your personal life was your biggest supporters? Corey and Martin. For those of you who are toasties, which I know a lot of you are, but Corey Coleman and Martin Thomas of Double Toasted Chat, they were encouraging me to take the step to do this full-time. They knew I wasn't happy in what I was doing, and they say, you have it. You have the ability to do this for a living. And they were telling me this for several months, many months, and I finally took it. And I owe them, and I owe the Double Toasted community an infinite amount, chat. Seriously, what the Double Toasted community has been so incredibly encouraging and helpful and fun to be a part of, and I owe a lot to them. I owe the grand share to Corey and Martin for encouraging me to do this. And so I would not be where I am right now without Double Toasted or them. So it's been an incredible journey, and I'm all the more grateful to have both Corey and Martin as very, 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 very close friends, Chad. It's been an amazing experience to be a part of what they've created. So, and I'm honored to be a part of it, Chad. I'm honored to be a part of it. But there's no question, Corey and Martin were the most encouraging out of anybody. Yeah, now you're going to play Sonic 06 to completion. Who's laughing? I know, now I'm miserable. Now, I'd rather fucking play Sonic 06 for the rest of my fucking life than have to go into work. Go into that goddamn day job. Oh. Julian, welcome to stream. I'm there. Julian Green, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. This is question 4, chat. Where did the Sonic erotic fanfic idea come from? I don't know. My hatred. I think it literally came. You know what? Someone probably knows, but I think it was just my hatred of the property. And I say, I'll give you fucking Sonic. And I just decided to do like erotic Sonic readings. I don't know. Someone probably knows. I just don't remember. I was like, I think it was this. It was like, okay, I'll give you guys some Sonic stuff. And here you go. And it was just, I found the most despicable erotic Sonic fan fiction I could find online, started reading it. And I actually did almost Sonic High School back in the day. This is like, close to 2 years ago now. But that was a big thing. And now I'm working on something that will have me not only reading Sonic High School chat, but other Sonic erotic fan fiction, and also featuring other video game characters. I'm very excited to debut that. It's semen time! Indeed it is. It will be semen time soon. Soon, chat. Sonic High School is actually quite popular. It is popular on YouTube, too. It's infamous, chat. Gave us an inch, and now we have a whole Sonic blockers. Exactly. No, you're going to get it, too. I'm going to give it to you, chat. I have such sights to show you. It's going to be fun. But yeah, I think it just came from my hatred towards the franchise. The Sonic jism. And this is Vanny's last question of the evening, chat. Supergiant Games reaches out to you and says, we want your voice for one of our Greek gods. Which one do you want to voice? Either replace an existing one or new one. There's the only one answer to this, and it's Wine Daddy. Hello, Zag. It's fine, fucking Wine Daddy, man. Dionysus. The voice actor does a fantastic job, no doubt about that, chat. But I would always go with Wine Daddy Dionysus, chat. That is the god I want. I mean, it's perfect. He fucking drinks all the time. I drink all the goddamn time. That's who I want to go with, chat. It makes complete sense. So, yeah, no doubt about it. I want to be Wine Daddy in Hades, chat. Or if they ever do a Wine Daddy spinoff, like the days of young Wine Daddy, cast me. Please do cast me. Wine Daddy, baby. Wine Daddy. Do I think Sonic's jism is blue? Nah, man. No, man. That is white as snow. I would like to see you get in the voice. Me too. So that's I talked about this before, actually many times on stream. But one of my other objectives in life, not only is to have my Twitch channel continue to grow and YouTube and Patreon continue to grow and everything, and some other platforms I have in the works, but I would love to get into voice acting as a side career, chat. Like, that'd be incredible. I would love to see even Smart Small, like, and be background characters in animated shows or something, or shorts online. Like, that's the next big dream goal of mine someday, is to become a voice actor, and work in because I love cartoons. I love animated movies, and to be a voice in something like that. That would be, oh God, that would be truly special for me. That is a dream. And I hope I can achieve it someday, Chad, because I want to. Yeah, as you guys know, I love to do all sorts of voices on stream, and I want to do some theme content in the future. I want to do streams as characters. Everyone from Bane to George Lucas to Schmeagol, to so many other people, and gonna put these things out there, do commentaries as these characters someday. I think that could be like really, really fun to see. I think people respond to it. But yeah, that is a dream, to be involved in an animated show. One that's like, you can't pick and choose, when you were starting getting to doing voice work, of course. But like, I would love to get involved in an animated series that is just, let's reach for the stars. That's what we gotta do for Reach for the Stars. But like something on the level of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, or like a DC animated production, like on the quality of the DCAU. Like that is like, oh my God, to be like a recurring character or like one of the leads in that. That'd be amazing. That'd be fucking amazing to have that, and you hold on to that, and you have this incredible fan response. It's like, that's just something that would it would bring me to tears, honestly. To be a part of something like that. It'd be incredible. Yeah, Powers and Animations Attack, but they're getting so fucking big now. They're so big. I would like to be background character number 2, the guy that gets disemboweled by the demon in Castlevania. I'd be like, ah! See, there you go. I could sell that. Next time DC was casting for Bane. Yes, Batman. I will break you. I can do Bane. He's voicing Toyman, the new Justice League. Let me see you see. I'll voice Toyman. Hell yeah, I'll voice Toyman. Goddamn right I would. If you tell me how to play the character, I'll voice any DC anime. Doesn't matter. I'll even voice DC characters I hate. I don't give a shit. I'm making my own. Do Greg Gumman voice first. I'll do it. The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the goblin to watch the spider out. I'll do that. I'll voice fucking Green Goblin in a Spider-Man animated show. I've not played Bloodborne on stream. I'm obligated to play it in the future, though. I'll play Bloodborne. I play a lot of the Souls games on stream. I've only played 2, Sekiro and Demon Souls. Only completed Demon Souls. But I'll play all the Souls games on stream someday. I'll even go back to Sekiro one day. No, that is definitely a goal, though, to become a voice actor, Chad. That's very, very, very big on my list. Let's see here. Now, I believe we have some questions from Color Me Hazel. She submitted some ones last week, so let me go back to her questions that she submitted, chat. Just give me a minute. Then we'll read some of her new ones. Here we go. Let me go and check out some of her stuff she has here, chat. All right, this is her question. This one I wanted to cover, chat. It was so long, but now we thankfully have the time to cover it today. We have the time to cover it today. This is that. These are the last questions, I believe. If anyone else submitted any questions, please let me know. But I believe that was the last ones that I got. I think that was it. In case I was wrong, then please let me know, and I'll get to yours later on in the evening. I'll do that. But let me go ahead and get to her questions right here. This is some of the ones I missed from last week, chat. Here we go. What movies surprisingly exceed your low expectations? For me, I generally thought that Shazam exclamation point, was going to be a disaster of a movie because of how goofy the trailer looked. I thought that movie was going to be so annoying, goofy, have horrible jokes and gags, have no plot whatsoever. However, when I watched it for the first time, I was pleasantly surprised at how good the movie was. There were some things I did not like about it. Same, right there with you, actually. But I was dumbfounded that I did not hate the movie when it was over. They're great one. Actually, Shazam is one I was very excited for, just because I'm like, okay, they seem to be, like, I like the trailers, so they seem to be getting it. But watching the movie, there were some flaws. I even talked about them. Like Dr. Savannah just there's not a lot to him, and I was like, that's a big disappointing thing right there was that story. I would have liked to even spend some more time with Bastion's foster family too. I think that should have been I would have liked some more scenes with him and his siblings and the foster parents too. I really liked the chemistry those two had with the kids. I wanted more of that. But yeah, the big one is Savannah. I didn't particularly, and not that Mark Shark did a bad job. It's just that the character was underwritten. But no, that's a good one. It's a perfect example. So many Carmi Hazel. I wrote down a whole bunch. I'll start off with a couple. Number one being, Chad, I ate crow on this film, and I'm glad I did because it's such a great movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. When it's funny, Chad. Like only 7 years ago, people didn't even know what the fuck the Guardians of the Galaxy was. Yes, if you read Marvel comics, sure, but mainstream audiences didn't know what the hell this was, right? And I saw these trailers, and I'm like, kind of like you, Carmi Hazel. I was like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the sense of humor here. It's a talking fucking raccoon. There's a tree that says, I am Groot. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not feeling this. I remember, too, at the time, when that trailer had come out, chat, because the year before, because that was 2014. Year before, 2013, I thought was kind of like one of the weakest years for Marvel, because they had, Thor the Dark World and Iron Man 3, neither of which I'm a big fan of, especially Thor the Dark World. I think it's the worst Marvel movie. So I was like, okay. But then Captain America: Winter Soldier came out in 2014. That was the two big Marvel movies I think came out that year. And I love Winter Soldier. Like, whoa, here it is. This was amazing. Blew my fucking mind. I saw the movie 3 times in the theater. Absolutely loved Winter Soldier. And I loved the tone. I loved how sincere it was. I loved that they really finally showed the Russos understood who Captain America Steve Rogers was. They did a fucking great job. I was like, yes, is what I want. And then I saw the trailer for Guardians. I'm like, I don't know if I want this. This feels more like Dark World to me, whatever. And they even teased Guardians 2 Guardians of the Galaxy at the end of Thor 2, Thor the Dark World. So I remember I was like, what the fuck is this? I saw the movie, and I couldn't have been more wrong. And I was happy to have been wrong because, wow, what a fun sci-fi space adventure that was, chat. I love the cast of characters. I love how different they were, how good Chris Pratt was as Star-Lord, and Zoe Saldana as Gamora. Fucking, to me, Dave Bautista stole the show with Drax. I absolutely loved him as Drax. And then, of course, you had fucking Groot and Rocket Raccoon, and they're back and forth. That was so fun. Bradley Cooper did a great job. The only criticism of that movie was the villain. I even forget. What the fuck is the villain's name again? I don't even know the villain's name. What's the guy's Uba? What's the guy's name? Urder? UFO? I don't know. Ronan, that's it. I don't remember who he was. But, that movie overall, that was so much fun. You even had Mickey Rourke in there. Of course, James Gunn. That's the movie that made me be like, oh, okay. I like Slither. I was not a big fan of Super. But I was like, okay, now that's when I got on the James Gunn train, and it was like, okay, now I'm seeing, what he's offering. He's I started to understand, he's just really good at adapting characters that really no one gives a shit about. For a lot of people who are he really makes you care about characters you think are kind of they're tertiary at best. But it's like, wow, he made the Guardians just so goddamn good, and I loved it, and I became a fan of him after watching that movie and checking out his previous works, Chad, and kind of reassessing some of the stuff that I dismissed earlier. So Guardians is definitely number one. I really Dance Party. That I was like, oh my god, he nailed it. Yeah, or not Mickey Rourke, excuse me. Michael Rooker. I always confuse Mickey Rourke with Michael Rooker. Check, excuse me. Michael Rooker. I think Chris means Michael Rooker. I mean Michael Rooker. My apologies. I get confused. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely one for me. This reminded me of when I thought the movie instructions I included was going to be bad from looking at the poster, but I ended up like, you have the marketing, but you got to see what the movie is really to truly understand what it's about. Marketing can lie, trailers can lie, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Some other ones too. Mean Girls. When I saw Mean Girls, market for that, I was like, oh, this is just going to be. I actually just rewatching again too. I remembered how I felt. But like with Mean Girls, like the tropes was like, whatever. But seeing the movie, I was like, whoa, this is so fucking funny. Mean Girls was amazing, and recently seeing it again, I just have a huge appreciation for the film. It's an excellent fucking comedy. Everyone in the cast goddamn kills it. Very well written. The jokes, like majority of the jokes still land. They still hit. Maybe there's some stuff that's like a little bit dated, but overall, it's man, it holds up. It's a really good comedy. So Mean Girls is on that list, chat. Another comedy here. Actually, I have several comedies on here. Game Night, chat. Game Night, a film with Jason Bateman, a number of other actors, and Game Night just looked like a really generic whatever comedy, chat. And it was like, what the? It was one of the best movies of that year it came out, chat. There were so many funny scenes. Like every actor was on point. Jesse continued my appreciation and love affair for Jesse Plemons' talent, chat. Great goddamn movie. Love Game Night. And the trailers for that did no favors. It was just kind of really generic. But the movie itself, very impressive Game Night, chat. Very impressed. So that's another one. Galaxy Quest, chat. Galaxy Quest is like, oh, it's just a Star Trek parody. And it is, chat, but it's also probably arguably one of the best Star Trek movies ever made. To me, it's probably, I don't know, the third best Star Trek film ever. You know, it's up there to me with Star Trek, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and the J.J. Abrams' first Star Trek movie. 2009 one, and then I put after that Galaxy Quest. I love Galaxy Quest, yeah. What a wonderful comedy. By grab Thor's hammer, I strike at thee. So goddamn good. Kingsman, Spy, and another comedy chat. A lot of comedies on this list. Spy, which is that Paul Feig, Melissa McCarthy movie. I'm like, I'm not a big fan of, Paul Feig in general, but Spy to me was really good. And where she played this agent and working with all these other agents, whether they were, God damn it, Jason Statham or Jude Law. And it was a really funny, solid comedy. I was like, I was already like, blah, I don't even want to watch. I was like, wow, I was very impressed by it. Really, really liked that movie a lot. James, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. I have seen The Raid. I like The Raid. The Orville, Seth MacFarlane, lovely Star Trek. Yes, I agree. No, the Orville, again, that was one of those shows like, and I watched, I was like, wow, I'm actually really enjoying this. That's another great one. Another great one. I'm going to ask you some of yours. Yeah. Is Bibbo here? Bibbo! Or Bilbo Bag. I thought it was Bibbo Bag and shit. It was Bilbo. Bilbo Bag is welcome to stream. Hope we're doing well. Good to see you. I went, Alita Battle Angels. Not much. Yeah, that's another one, Film Freak. I'm right there with you. Maybe I have that on the list. Hold on. I might have put that. I didn't look at this for a while. No, I don't. But I would put that on there. Alita Bad Angel. Like, my only big criticism of that movie is I think it just has too much in it. I wish they would have just, some of that stuff could have been used in a sequel, like the whole roller baller thing, or the roller derby killers, skate section. Like, I would have liked to see her more as a bounty hunter more than that other thing. But they probably did that because they didn't know if they were going to get another movie or not, even though they totally fucking set up for another sequel. But yeah, I'm right there with you. As you guys know, I'm not a Robert Rodriguez fan. I don't really like most of his movies, but that one was like, this is really entertaining. I had a lot of fun with that. That's one I would like be happy to own. It was good. It was a really good sci-fi action movie, Chad. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought that the actress who played Alito did a very good job. And I liked that they actually went back in and fixed some of the CGI. I really liked the movie. It's another great one. Bill Baggins, hi, oh, thank you. No, happy to have you, Bilbo. You're my favorite. By the way, Bilbo, you are the best hobbit in all of Middle Earth. It's you, Samwise Gamgee. You're the top two. You're the top white two, Bilbo. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Big fan of The Hobbit. The book, that is, the book. Some other ones I have on here, chat. Kingsman: The Secret Service. Again, this is like a kind of like millennial punk version of a James Bond movie, and it was just a really fucking great comedy, chat. Brought Taron Egerton to prominence. It had such great chemistry with Samuel Jackson and Colin Firth and Mark Strong, and yeah, it was a really strong cast. It was like, I loved Kingsman: The Secret Service, and it sucked because the sequel is everything I thought the first one would be, and I hate the sequel, but the first one is really, really entertaining. That's a great one, chat. Love Kingsman: The Secret Service. A few other ones. Happy Death Day, chat. Happy Death Day. Yes, it's the Groundhog's Day formula, but this time it's like a horror version, dealing with a girl that keeps getting murdered every single goddamn day. It's if she keeps reliving it. I always forget the actress's name, but she did such a great job. I thought she was really, really funny. But Happy Death Day is one of those films like, it looks joking. I was like, wow, I really enjoyed that. That's a big one for me. The Lego movie, chat. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You're making a movie about the Legos? It's like, what? And yeah, history right there, Chad. The Lego movie is great. I even love the Batman and Lego movie more. Both of those were great. Sadly, that franchise kind of seems to have dwindled. It's kind of petered out, chat. Lost a lot of steam. Lego Movie 2, I didn't see until after theaters. I was not impressed by it. It was like, this is not nearly as good. And I didn't even bother with that Ninjago movie, the one that's based on like the ninjas and that thing. I was like, it didn't look good to begin with. But love Batman Lego Movie, and I love the Lego Movie. Some other ones, chat. Not that I thought this would be bad, but I was shocked by just how good it was. I was like, oh, this looks really good. But I was just like, I was not ready for it. It's like, wow, this is one of the best movies of the year. And it's way back in the day, Chad. It's like 2011's Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which started the Apes trilogy. I think the other two movies are better than Rises. But I was like, wow, you did something really cool with this property, and you made me interested in investing in it. And yeah, I mean, I was already excited for Rise. I loved all the marketing for the movies, but I did not expect to love it as much as I did. Like, the only criticism of Rise is that I think that they didn't need to be beholden to so many references. Like, they say some lines and things like, get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape, and all that. Like, I like Tom Felton as an actor, but I don't know why they just forced him to say all the goddamn lines from the previous Apes movies. I was like, that's unnecessary. You didn't even need to do that. It's too bad, because like when he says that line, it has like one of the biggest fucking moments in the movie where Caesar goes, no! And it's like, what? Which is huge. But yeah, I was already excited for that movie, expected to be very good, was blown away by just how excellent it was. Aside from a few like bleh, little details that I didn't particularly refer. And Happy Death Day is so underrated, and Alita Battle Angels, all right. Fair enough. The references were a bit much. Exactly, they're a bit much. And I think Dawn and War were more confident that they didn't need to make those references. That's why I think they're better movies. Dawn's probably my favorite, though. Like, War is very good. Just pacing a little bit off. I have, like, two more. I have two more. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. When they announced they were doing another Jumanji movie, I was like, why? Like, the original Jumanji's fine. You know, hasn't aged very well. The CGI effects are like, yeah, this is 90s CGI right here. Right at the camera. A lot of the practical stuff holds up, but the CGI is not great. Robin Williams, he's a little... I mean, there's great meme humor from him. It's like, what year is it? All that shit. But he's not as, and I go, it was more like a drama family film, honestly, with it's fantasy drama. Not the Robin Williams I expected. He was very serious. Not like he was giving a bad performance or anything, but I don't know. It hasn't held up for me. It's like when I originally saw it as a kid and loved it. But for those that like the movie, I get it. But then you have Welcome to the Jungle, the sequel, and I'm like, I don't fucking need this. And then, wow, I definitely did, because that first movie was so much fun. The chemistry between The Rock and Karen Gillan and Jack Black and Kevin Hart and the characters they were, that they were playing, loved it. So many fucking laugh out loud moments, Chad. That was great. That was great. I can tell I saw the trailer, then I'm like going to like, I'm the complete opposite of Thor Ragnarok, because I was so burned down in the Thor. I was like, fuck the Thor franchise. They don't know what to do with that character. And Ragnarok completely brought me around. They said, fuck all that bullshit, that Shakespearean, and the goddamn space. No. Space adventure. Big Trouble in Little China. And I was like, yes. Synth music. And they're like, this is all I wanted. Yes, just put it inside my tummy, Taika Waititi. Put it inside me. And he did. He put it right in me, Chad. Put it right in me. And I loved it. So that's what it was. Can never have too much of The Rock. Yeah, man, he need to go. No, but Welcome to the Jungle is a really good comedy. Sequel is, it's good, but it falls in the trap of comedy sequels just not being as good as the original one. Like, I like it, but it's not nearly, didn't hit me like the original film did. That's just me. And the last one shit I have on here is A Knight's Tale. The Heath Ledger period piece musical teenage heartthrob movie. I was like, when you see the trailer for Knight's Tale, I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to understand why this is why this is all like this. No. And I was like, oh my God, it's so goddamn charming. And Heath Ledger's so hot and pretty, and all the other people are pretty in there. And Al Tudyk is great. And you got Mark Addy, he's wonderful, chat. Yeah, Knight's Tale. Knight's Tale is a really fun one. That everything, I was like, I don't like any of this. And I was like, oh, I like all of this. So yeah, that's a big one, chat. Really, really enjoyed Knight's Tale. And there's other ones. There's so many. I could have made probably 20 others one put there. But those are just some. Paul Bettany's really good in it. I agree. I forgot about Paul. No, he's great in it. Chris Harris, thank you. Elf. No, I was excited for Elf. Elf was one I was like, I liked the trailer. It looked really funny. But I could see what some people would be like, I don't understand this. Looks too goofy. This Will Ferrell's man show. And he is, but it's charming. So I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that one. Yeah. Night's Tale was just like, I was just like, yeah, I don't like any of these elements together. And fuck it worked. Chris Harris, Whole Games one for me. I was nervous about Sony being involved. I wasn't crazy about John Watts' other movie. The trailers felt weird and generic and like they were giving away too much. But the movie ended up being awesome. Yeah, I was the opposite with that. I liked what they were showing, but it looked like a John Hughes movie. I was like, oh, this is what fucking Spider-Man should be. But you weren't alone in that. I did hear a lot of people who did not like the trailers. I do recall that. So you were not alone in that, and have with that point of view. I know you got some good ones here, Chad. I was just reading some of them too. No, nice. But yeah, those are just some of mine. So very good question, Color Me Hazel. We have some, I think I have some more questions from here. Okay, here we go, Chad. These are some of your older questions. I'll get some of her new ones. This is her next question. The year 2020 was horrible. Oh, no, I think I answered this. No, I answered that question last week. So here's another question, chat. Other than more commentaries or reactions, what other content are you playing and adding to Patreon to give it more variety? I think posting a video of you cooking a new recipe or doing something new unfamiliar to you may entice people to join your Patreon. For those types of videos, money can be an issue, so I suggest doing it only once a month and have top-tier subscribers suggest a recipe and activity. Another suggestion would be to post videos of you reacting to the original songs that were donated by the Juicy Gang and do another take on the song after listening to the song. That would be kind of fun to see. So right now, I've it's funny how things have changed since the last week. I would have said, well, I'm just kind of focusing on the stuff I'm creating on my platforms. But thanks to Alex Bernal, chat, who I've hired on as an editor to help me just post my YouTube content. My previously recorded streams is up there, so I don't have to be so concerned of just doing the editing and the rendering and the exporting and the uploading and everything else that's involved with that. I'll have more time not only to work on commentaries and video reactions and stuff, chat for my Patreon, also improving things on my Twitch, but also possibly new content. I think that's a really good idea that you have there, Call Me Hazel, about me reacting to a song, and I'd have to edit in such a way where I couldn't play it. I couldn't play all of the music. But I would have that there, and then I would do my own rendition. That would be kind of fun to do. That's a really good idea, and you can see that. Make that. I can do probably quite a few actually. Maybe even post it like once a week, or I don't know. Maybe that'll be once a month, or just sporadically throughout the month. But that's a really good idea for to add some variety in there to the Patreon. Improve upon it. But yeah, now that my editing will be my editing time will be free for the most part. I'll have more time to create content for Patreon chat. So now is going to be a time where I'm going to offer you guys even more on that service. So it'll be great because now I can even get to stuff I've had in my backlog that I want to do commentaries for. I can probably start doing some of this stuff even by the end of this week. So I'm very excited. That's an excellent question, Call Me Hazel. I do want to offer more. I will offer more of what I've been doing, but I'm going to look into see what else I can do in terms of new content. And that idea with the songs is great. I always appreciate, like I said, if you're subscribed to my Patreon, feel free to send me any feedback, chat, critiques, or what have you, or suggestions for future content. I want to listen to it. I want to see how people respond to it, of course, to get if people would be interested in something like this. Please do so. Be honest. I want you to be honest with me. James, I loved Jumanji, Rise of the Jungle. Jack Black was the best part, and the sequel was... Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, if you see that, that's... you don't expect those vampires. It's very true. It's like, oh, the fuck? What? Are these vampires? Yeah, the movie does not prepare you for that. I agreed. The one movie I thought was going to be bad was actually... The King Grey was... I can see that. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they're doing a sequel chat, a proper sequel to the first one, though it is not found footage, not handheld camera chat. That was a good question. Now I know you submitted some new questions, so I'm going to go ahead and see what those other questions are. Chat, please give me a moment here as I get them up. Here we go, chat. Got some new Call Me Hazel questions. Perfect. Now, I have not looked at these, chat. These were just sent to me right before I started. So I have to probably think about some of this stuff. And I'll see what I got, chat. Okay, chat. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 new questions from Call Me Hazel. Go and read them here. This is her first question. What movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical besides the live-action Mulan? What movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a live-action musical? Wow. I'm trying to think of movies that I've seen, like even last year or over the years, that like, this would be better if it was just a fucking musical, Cloverfield. Yeah, I didn't realize that Cloverfield's algorithm. Yeah, I could see it being so. Yeah, Wrinkle of Time. That's a great pick, Chris Ayers. I'm trying to think of like for one for me. Like, a lot of the Disney ones. I mean, some of the Disney ones that shouldn't be fucking made. Honestly, like Mulan was just like, yeah, this did not work. This did not work. But I'm trying to think of See, I'm like, even the ones I'm thinking of, that technically is a musical. I'm trying to think of like some fantasy films or some animated films that came out. Then I'm like, this could be a really fun Batman v Superman. Yes, we could sing about Martha. Be like Phantom of the Opera. After a future version of Cats, yes, that's an excellent. That's really excellent. I'm trying to think. I'm on my own. What would be a really good musical? Damn. That would be make it better, because I'm thinking like good movies that I love, but it's like, nah, they're perfect as they are. Absolutely perfect as they are. Huh. Yeah, Rise of Skywalker, Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Yes, Paul Blart. Mm-hmm. I can see that. Damn, that's an excellent question, Carmi Hazel. Yeah, nothing is coming up. I'm trying to think of like movies that came out last year. A fall. Actually, I don't know if I would want it, but a Fall from Grace. Can we see I would like a Tyler Perry musical, please. Let's fucking get a Tyler Perry musical, chat. Let's do it. Any of his films. Any of his films can do that, chat. Just Medea just flopping around, chat, and everything, just saying, hello. You can have all those songs. Give me a Fall from Grace or any of one of Tyler Perry's movies, a musical version of that. I'm shocked he has not done a Medea musical. That is what Ashtray Bitches is whole number, chat. You can have fucking Makad Brooks. He's singing like goddamn either Scar from The Lion King or what is it, chat? Keith David from The Princess and the Frog. Are you ready? Are you ready to get me an ashtray, bitch? Like something like that. That would be awesome. Yes, give me a Fall from Grace music. I knew there'd be something I'd think of. Like, that would make the film probably even better because it's so goddamn ridiculous. Bird Say would be an interesting musical. There are a few musical numbers in. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that would be. I could see that. Dirty Temptation was pure comedy. Exactly. Aquaman, they've already got an octopus playing the drums. Yes, they do. They do have that. They do. I remember that. Yeah. Fatal, Doolittle. Well, yeah, Doolittle. Yeah, you know what? Doolittle made a fun musical. Yeah. Was because most of the plays Tyler Perry's are still based on our musicals. What the fuck? There we go. Perfect. The Lighthouse. Yes. Hark! The song. They kind of do get a musical, though. They do sing a number of songs in that movie. Gone with the Wind. Goodfellas. Yeah. No, for me, it would definitely be a Fall from Grace. That's my answer, Call Me Hazel. I think if they made that a musical, that would be fucking hilarious. I would want that. Give me a Medea musical, chat. Oh, this is Color Me Hazel's second. Nothing could have saved Artemis Fowl. Nothing could have saved that movie. If this is our second question, Jeff. If life were a video game, what would some of the cheat codes be? Fucking infinite wealth, money. That would be big. Food, instant health. So you wouldn't have to sleep. You just have like improved energy. Like those kind of like one-ups would just appear before you. It's like, yup, don't need to sleep. And then you could keep people like, working like 72-hour shifts or something ridiculous. I mean, that would be fucking dark as hell. But that's what it would be. Like one-ups would be a real thing. Infinite money would be a real thing. But only the super rich would have access to those codes. And like we poor schmucks, we middle class, or lower schmucks, we wouldn't have access to that stuff. Definitely like those cheat codes for wealth and power-ups. That would be a big thing, I think. That would be flying. I don't know, who doesn't love a flying car? I mean, flying car would be fucking dangerous. I'm glad it's not real. Because that would be horrifying. Remember, it's like Blade Runner takes place in 2019. Like the original fucking Blade Runner is 2019. I didn't see any fucking flying cars in 2019. Sounds like pure. It would be pure. No, it would literally be GTA Online. That's what life would be like, Chat. We would respawn. You probably only get like a set amount of respawns, Chat, unless you want to buy something. Like you can buy more respawn. You can prevent yourself from dying, Chat. But it's all microtransactions. So you have to pay for more lives, Chat. Can't fucking pay the bill. Boom, you're fucking dead. You don't know respawns for you. It would be a fucking nightmare scenario. It would be horrifying. It'd be absolutely invincibility, take no damage. That'd be the only reserved for the super wealthy, though. It would be so scary. People die in masses daily. They would. People be like, I don't give a fuck. And you're like, oh, you can pay, it'll be like GTA. It was like, hey, the cops can't catch me. That's my star counter will go down eventually. Boom. It would be pure goddamn chaos. It would literally be GT Online. Yeah, people would die in mass. They would. But that's my answer. I hope you liked it. It's a very scary scenario. And this is Carmi Hazel's third question. What is something you just recently realized you are embarrassed you didn't realize after? Recently that I'm embarrassed that I didn't realize until after. Recently? Something that I'm embarrassed by. Honestly, as a streamer, as a content creator, I've been putting myself out there more and more. There's a few things I'm actually embarrassed by at this point. I mean, I'm literally going to be reading erotic Sonic fan fiction. So, I mean, can you be embarrassed if you're going to do that? If you're going to like read erotic Sonic fan fiction to the masses, people are going to listen to you in full Sonic regalia. I don't think I can be embarrassed anymore, chat. I don't think that's possible. Like something that I do personally, no. Yeah, nothing is coming to mind. Gay names, I'm not embarrassed by that. If I get them wrong, you let me know I'm getting them wrong. I'll continue to say I'm wrong probably until I do get them right. If I've said your name wrong, but part of it's on the person though too at this point. If I've said your name wrong, such as Edman, also known as Theedman, fair enough. You're the one that brought it up. I just saw that. If I've been saying your name wrong for like a year and a half, then it's like, oh, I'm a little embarrassed by that. It's like, okay, but you didn't tell me that it was wrong. Getting info wrong? Yeah, getting info wrong. Yeah, it happens a lot. Chat. Yeah, it's like, hey, if I messed up, it's like, nah, mess up. What are you going to do? Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that would be the one. Yeah, maybe, like, getting names wrong and realizing until, like, a year and a half later. But the person could tell me. The person can actually tell me. That'd be funny. Oh, those girls were actually flirting with me 4 years back. Oh, you sitting in bed? It's like, no! You just realized. Hazel, my name is an exception, though. Yeah, I'm going to call me Hazel forever. I know it's calling me Hazel. Is that I don't remember how to say it correctly. It's calling me Hazel from now on until eternity. Not releasing that fallopian tube was during Bracketarian. That's a good one, James. Just keep saying my name. I'm going to keep saying her name wrong, calling me Hazel. No doubt about it. Call me Hazel number. I've done that. That was a good one. That's a good one. I feel embarrassed every time I mix you two up, and I was like, it doesn't happen often, but that has been not knowing music. I ain't embarrassed by that. I don't give a fuck. Now, listen, I can only have so much knowledge in my head, chat, and it's like not knowing music's like, nah, I'm good. I've embraced that. Listen, as I said before, I never pretended to know music. I was very upfront about that when I was first questioned about it on Double Toasted, or here on my platform. I was like, I don't know music. I legitimately said, I would be embarrassed if I said, oh yeah, I totally know what that song is, but I didn't. I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I was very, very honest, chat. Honesty is the best policy, and I was very honest about that. You can look at the tape. Look at the tapes, chat. Look at the tapes. You can see that. I never pretended to know music. I was embarrassed of everything when I was able to say, oh yeah, same. When I was a kid. Like, well, the thing is, when you're like a kid, when you're in high school or in middle school or whatever, everything's it's a fucking slaughtering ground. It's it's where you have all these different cliques and popularity is a thing in school, and you want to be cool, of course, or you want to just not be one of those kids that's currently constantly harassed or bullied or whatever. So you want to always be cool. And so yeah, when you're growing up and it has that fucking social hierarchy, you're embarrassed about everything, and it feels good when you get a one up on somebody, chat. Like, yeah, I'm cooler than you in this moment. Or you're gonna join in and try to be cool and then get someone who's not cool. Like that's a huge thing about growing up. But eventually, when you get an adult, it's like, God, none of that fucking mattered. That's a crazy thing. Like none of that fucking mattered. But yeah, when you're a kid, everything's embarrassing. You're embarrassed. You're embarrassed for yourself. You're embarrassed of your parents. You're embarrassed of whatever. Yeah, that's a huge thing. But as an adult, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It literally didn't matter. All that shit just did not matter. It had an effect on you, no doubt about it, Chad. If you're not careful, we'll have an emotional and psychological and physical effect on you. Later in life, it can. But I'm at a point in my life was like, I am happier than I've ever been at probably any point in my life right now. Seriously. Like, I feel really good. I'm in a better place, mentally, physically. I'm doing real good. And there's a few things that could embarrass me at this point. Some things that make me angry, of course. Like, I don't know if I'm embarrassed by it, but it's like anger maybe is a thing where, I have some asshole on stream is trying to make it, bad for, some of you guys or whatever, or make it bad for just people in general, that's not even feeling of embarrassment, just like, what the fuck? Like that kind of thing. The feeling of anger and of annoyance. Not embarrassment. I quit trying being cool after my freshman year in high school. It's just too much work. I'm going to tell you right now. Just do what you want to do. When I was younger, I got mad at damn. Just have like a couple good friends in school if you can. Or even, even outside of school and just go to the fucking learn or whatever. Looking back on the rants people around me had to sit through, it's just, exactly. They'll be like, nice, thank you. Immediately after that, it was like, well, it is what it is. I am what I am. Exactly, that's what you gotta do. Troll bots. Yeah, like troll bots and things. I feel much happier now. I'm being an adult's pretty cool. Being a kid can be very miserable. Like, you have all those people that were like, oh, high school is the best time. Like, those people who say that high school is the best point in their lives are like, I was like, really? Wow, your life must be fucking sad if high school was the best time of your life. That, to me, I'm like, ooh, okay. Interesting. Someone didn't grow up. I remember elementary school, some girl walked in the boys' changing room for swim. Yeah, it's like, no, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. It's like, at the time, it's like, can you believe that this shit fucking dumb bitch did it? It's like, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why I wouldn't want to get an education, Chad. That's why my parents were like, you should be a teacher. You should get your fucking doctorate. I was like, I ain't fucking teaching anymore. Like, no, I don't want to deal with fucking children. No, people say that they are losers. Yeah, exactly. They are losers. They absolutely are fucking big, fat, phony losers. You're a phony loser. That's what I would say. Yeah. College is better. College is when you start to be like, oh, we're all fucking adults. It was rare. But when I saw bullying in college, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? When I saw that, like, I saw it maybe 2-3 times. And I was just shocked by that, like, in college. It was like sophomore or junior. I don't forget when it was. But I remember seeing that. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And, like, there's other people in the classroom like, what the fuck are you doing? I remember that. In particular, it just stands out in my mind. Where you had this one guy going after this other guy. And we all got up and they're like, what the fuck are you doing, this kid? What are you doing? God, it was so weird to see. But yeah, it doesn't matter, Jeff. So hope that answers your question, Carmi Hazel. It's not too many things, if at all. I don't give a shit anymore. There are more important things in my life going on right now or things I'm concerned about than being embarrassed. But if I had to pick one, it's like, yeah, getting someone's name wrong for a year and a half. And not realizing it. That one is that one. That's a good one. Oh, and here is Camille's fourth question. What are some fun, interesting alternatives to war that countries could sell their differences with? Oh my God, video games. Man, if we can fucking end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict with fucking video games, chat, boom, that'd be great. I don't know. I mean, it's so complicated, but yeah, I'd be goofy with it. You have video games or goddamn, Uno or shit. That'd be really funny. Playing games like board games like Trouble or something. I don't know. Like that to me would be interesting to see. That'd be good. Wait a minute. Yay! History is complicated. War is complicated. People have hated each other for decades or hundreds of years. It's complicated. But yeah, if anything can be easily solved like a video game, whoo, that'd be great. That'd be fun. Let bygones be bygones. Strike Juice, welcome to stream. Poker game of death. Bachelors, I was sheltered the first 18 years of my life. Being popular was important when I was a kid because I wouldn't see my friends outside of the school 9% of the time. I get that. Yeah, I mean, that's the environment that you're in. So I understand. But when you finally go out of the dodgeball will be good. Dodgeball will be great. Yeah. Sports. We kind of have that at the Olympics. And we still will go back to hating each other anyway. But yeah, no, I like dodgeball. COD, gunfight mode, to the death. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, chat. Yeah, I think that the video games would be a really fun way to sell differences. Board games, tabletop games. That'd be fun. I would like to see what each country's character would look like in a game. They would representative of that country. That would be really funny to see. Can poke fun at each other. But that's an excellent question, Come Hayes. I really do like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, I would say video games, but it has to be like a customized character representing that country. This is Cummy Hazel's fifth and last question, I believe, chat. What fictional character is amazing in their book, show, or movie, but would be insufferable if they had to deal with them in mundane, everyday situation? Oh, my God. Let me think about it. Tony Stark in Marvel. Horrifying. the amount of supervillains he creates, and just how sarcastic he would be, and how he just lords his intelligence over everybody. That would be annoying to deal with. Tony Stark, Batman would be fucking a nightmare. Can you imagine being an adopted son or daughter of Batman and forced to be a Robin? What's the fucking life expectancy of the Robins at this point? 33%, I think. Like, Batman would be absolutely horrifying. He'd just be, of all the people, it's like, when you remember the Justice League chat, they know their various issues, but they can all agree to, get involved. Batman's always the outlier. He's like, God damn it, Batman! Like you would hate Batman, Chad, if you're on the Justice. If you're not Batman on the Justice, if you're not Batman and you're part of the Justice League, you would hate Batman. there is no question about it. All right, so definitely Batman. Batman, he's an asshole. I love him. I love Batman. You guys, he's my favorite DC superhero of all time. One of my favorite superheroes, one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. There's no doubt. I love him. But he'd be a fucking asshole to work with. There's no question about it. And if you look, I always point at the DCAU Batman chat. Where is Bruce at the point when we first meet him in Batman Beyond? He's fucking alone. It's because he's alienated everybody, chat. All of his children. All of his friends in the Justice League, he's fucking alienated himself from everybody, and he's fucking alone and miserable. All right? And it's like, that shows you. That shows you. Tower of Babel. Yep, there you go. Be like, what the fuck, dude? I had to stop you just in case. Batman's a big one. Batman was probably the guy in the Justice League who leaves half a sip of milk in the car. Yep. No, Adam West Batman would be great. He's the best. To work with or to be around, Adam West Batman would be the best one. I agree with you. 100%. No question, that guy. No question. Drax was everything you would say he would be confused, but that's true. You could never have a conversation with Drax. You'd be so frustrated. But you'd be like exasperated by him. He's like, fuck it. Yeah, true. Very true. I did call me Hazel. I did answer your questions from last week. Yep, I started off with those, Carmi Hazel. I did indeed. Yeah, I read the where are they? It was the movies you thought were going to be bad, but they were actually really good. And then the one about the Patreon stuff that, like, okay, like you want to do like new content. And I read some of the other ones you had too from last week as well. I read some of yours from last week. I didn't finish all of them though, but I did. Yeah, the VOD. But Bad would remind me of that's true. You'd be like, God damn it, Batman. Yeah, he's the smartest guy in the room, chat. So, yeah, Tony Stark, Iron Man, Batman definitely would be really, really annoying. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I mean, Holden Caulfield has always been a prick. Like, from Catcher in the Rye, I hated that book. I hated that character. I didn't even like the book. I'm just like, I don't fucking like this guy. I don't like the fucking story. Nothing about that was likable. I'm like, I don't understand why I got to read this in fucking high school. I hated that book. Holden Caulfield, definitely, it was just so annoying to read. I was like, I don't understand why this is praised. Maybe it's because like this was the first time in a story where the protagonist was such an annoying little shit. Is that why everyone gives so much respect to Salinger? I don't fucking know. No, I love Artemis Fowl. Artemis Fowl. Yeah, no. In terms of shitty character to be with in real life, Artemis Fowl. Yes. Yep. Artemis Fowl is up there, and Holden Caulfield, Biff Tannen, great one, very good one. Chat. Deadpool. Yeah, man. That's a hard one. I don't know. I probably would say yes, just because I was like, if you don't understand like his breaking the fourth wall, unless you have an idea of what the character is. He's like a good guy though, despite that. The kind of jokes I would be getting, maybe. I really like his sense of humor, but he seems like a good person. I don't know. I have to think about that one. J. Jonah Jameson. Yes, agreed. The Elite agreed. That would be so frustrating. I didn't like Spider-Man Far From Home's treatment of Tony Stark. He sacrificed his life for the universe. And the very next movie, they did make everything his fault. Plus, you think that the events of Iron Man 3 would blow off someone like Quentin Beck. Oh, Film Freak, I disagree. I love that. Listen, I like that, Tony Stark, Iron Man, he was this great hero. He did so many of these good things, but he had fucking baggage. He made a lot of bad decisions, like all these heroes do in these movies. They do. They make bad decisions, and it causes things to happen, and things they couldn't even predict. Like, I don't mind the fact that he inspired people. He created fucking Ultron, or people like the Vulture and Quentin Beck. I actually really like that. I think the decisions that these heroes make, yes, in the moment they save the world and they save all these people and they do all these great things, but it also has repercussions. I like things that have repercussions because that feels real to me. That's why I like the character of Tony. It's like, yeah, I'm talking shit about him right now because, yeah, he'd be insufferable to live with and everything. But that's why I like his character and why Robert Downey Jr. did such a great job, because he feels so inherently flawed. And despite he might have good intentions, but and he does good things. Of course he does good things. There's no doubt about it. But he also does all these other things that we're probably going to see play out in various ways throughout these next 2 phases, Chad. Like, Tony Stark's legacy is both good and bad, and I like that. So it makes it so interesting for me as a viewer person. I wasn't bothered by that. I loved it. I was like, yes, that's so cool to me. Especially how they incorporated in Civil War and stuff. So I was not bothered by that at all. I'd have to agree to disagree with that one. Lucifer. I've not watched Lucifer, but people always said that that's a really good show to check out. Katie, welcome to your thing with the 5 biddies. Good to see you. Amanda Waller, good one. Plus, then you'd have to be paranoid whether you're working for her and she'll put a bomb in you somewhere. Yep, she'd be fucking horrifying to work with. I agree. I'm trying to think of some other ones, Chad, who would be Schmeagol. Schmeagol would be, like amazing in the books. I guess someone's like really good or something. I'm trying to think of like other characters who'd be like, blah. Like typically, like, oh, I love watching movies with them. Honestly, John McClane seems like just a prick. Like, he doesn't seem like a great guy. Like, I was on Holly's side in the movie, Chad, his wife, original film. Everything seems to be his fucking fault. And so I think John McClane would you get really on your fucking nerves after a while. So that's one. I think John McClane, Shrek. Maybe Shrek. I don't know. Shrek seems like a good guy. Like, he can rub you in the wrong way initially, but he has layers. Ogres have layers. They're like onions. They have layers. So I don't know. Initially, yes, but maybe if you get to know Shrek a little bit better, then you'd be in a better relationship. He seems like a good friend to have. Jack Sparrow would be a fucking nightmare because you don't understand what the fuck he's saying at the time. He's drunk and he would betray you. That's a good one. Yeah, definitely Shrek. Donkey would be annoying. I agree with that one. That's a good one, Color Me Hazel. Jack Sparrow would be a fucking nightmare. Donkey would be annoying. I agree. His flaws are what makes him a great character. I'm fine with them highlighting them far from home. Just how they did it felt sour. No, fair enough. I get you. A Disney princess. I'm trying to think of like a Disney, like any particular Disney princess would be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm trying to think. A Disney princess that would annoy me. Oh, Rick. Oh, fucking Rick or Morty. Agreed. Cat's oh my God, it'd be a nightmare. You would die. You would die with them. No doubt about it. Yeah, Rick or Morty, no. Absolutely fucking not. That would be a night. No. Oh my God. We wouldn't make it out of that episode. We'd all be dead. In a horrific way. Rick is such a sociopath, and Morty is he's growing, but he still makes very bad decisions. SpongeBob SquarePants would drive me fucking crazy. Of any of his friends, the only one that I think would be fine is Sandy the squirrel. That would be fine. But Patrick and SpongeBob and Squidward and all, my fucking God, misery. Disney princesses. Maybe Belle, because she's like, you have Stockholm Syndrome, girl. That's what's going on right here. Like Belle from Beauty and the Beast would be a big one for me. Yeah, I guess that might be her. Yeah, that one. Annie Wilkes, definitely Annie Wilkes. Yeah, Annie Wilkes in Misery. Yeah, that's not going to play out well for you, Chad. Annie, please. You've been such a dirty birdie. Yeah. Shrek Juice Murdy would be annoying, I feel like. Is that the one? Is that Meg? That's Meg from Hercules? Oh, I'm all about Meg, man. I love her fucking attitude. I'm sorry. I love just how sarcastic she is. She got them fucking hips, shit. She got those hips and them bosom, and he's like, Wonder Boy. I love her voice. I forget who does her fucking the voice. No, is Meridia? Oh no, Meridia. She's from Brave. Fair enough. No, Meg from Hercules though. Fuck yeah, I'm all about Meg. Hell yeah, I love the voice. I love how she sounds like this. I love her accent in that. So goddamn hot. Yeah, Meg is great. Meg is like number one of those princess, not even a princess character, but like female protagonists in a lot of those Disney Renaissance era movies. She'd be like, that's number one on my goddamn list. Meg. I'm all about Meg, baby. Ed and Eddie and I agree. Oh, Ed and Eddie would be a nightmare. That's another good one. Yeah, like a lot of cartoon characters would be just miserable with. Ed and Eddie would be horrible because they're just trying to scam you the whole time. Yeah, there's a lot of great ones. I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. Yeah, I love that. Lilo would be a little shit. I'd be like, oh, God. I felt so bad for Nani, chat. Like, Lilo is a little shit. And Billy from Billy Manny, yes. Manny would be fun to hang out with, I think. She'd be kind of fun. But Billy, he'd be annoying. Dexter, he'd kill you, so yes. Unless you're a serial killer. I mean, if you're a serial killer, then he will kill you. But if you're not, then he'll probably leave you alone. But I hate Leah. Lilo is such an annoying. It's like Nani deserves so much better treatment, chat. She had to be a fucking mom to Lilo. She look at all these goddamn jobs and go to school, and it's just like she should have been able to have hot, sweaty sex of David, and we would have been great. Leave me good. Leave me here to die, Lily. I was like, I will. Uses from Courage, go one, chat. These are some great ones. Really like it. Marie from Breaking Bad, Purple Obsessed, Kleptomaniac. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one character in Breaking Bad. I'm like, I didn't need this character. Like, I love Breaking Bad. It's like she was not necessary. that one could have been done. They really didn't know what to do with her. It's too bad. British Peach from driving me crazy. Yeah, she's getting fucking kidnapped by Bowser. At this point, I'm like, okay, clearly you like to get kidnapped. She has Stockholm Syndrome with Bowser, chat. It's like, all right, you go fucking. They have a whole fucking sexual relationship going on, chat. Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Yep. Sonic. Yeah. Anyone from the boys? Yeah. Well, Starlight would be nice to hang out with. I wouldn't mind Starlight and Huey seem like good people. Mother's Milk seems like a good guy to hang out with. Like, there's some people from the boys that like Mother's Milk would be good. He is a germaphobe. That's I can deal with that. That's fine. Huey would be fine. And Starlight, definitely. No question about Starlight. Annie, she's cute. She's cutie patootie. Everybody else? No, fuck that. That'd be a nightmare. That'd be a nightmare. No, that was a very good question. Very good question, Carmi Hayes. And I believe that's all the questions I have tonight, chat. I think I got all of them. Today. Let me go ahead and check some right now. See if anything else was posted in the last minute. Let's see. My looks cool. Until he takes you on to meet his mother. Yeah. Let's see what I have here, chat. Do I have any more questions? I don't think I do. I do not. No more questions. Scott Pilgrim, yeah. That's a good pick. Where maybe possibly Ramona Flowers would be great, but she might dump you, though. That's the thing. Like, Mary Elizabeth Winstead looks fucking hot as hell in that movie. She's great. But I don't know. Maybe I don't think a relationship with her could work. Plus, you got battle her 7 evil exes, and that'd be stressful. And you could possibly become one of the evil exes in the future. That'd also be really bad. And I don't want anyone that could accidentally kill me around me. Yes. Fair enough. Definitely fair enough. Yeah, Tony Soprano, chat. It's like, oh, you're part of the family. Yeah, until you fucking piss him off and he kills you. He's dealing with his various issues. I've been watching Sopranos clips in the background while editing stuff and doing things. I was like, oh, this is good. But yeah, you'd be not one. I love Tony Soprano as a character, but as a friend, no thank you. Was every character Adam Sandler has played sociopathic man child? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like none of them would be good to hang out with. It's true. Like any of his characters. Almost every character Adam Sandler's. Yeah, no, I just read that one. Yeah. Beep, bop, beep, boop. Does not compute. Oh, no. We got some bullies in here. Edman's being a bully. Guys on the hangover, yes. Zach Galifianakis would drive me fucking nuts. I could not stand him. Could not do it. What was the one from the Big Daddy? Oh, no. He'd be even more annoying. No. Now, he just plays another schlubby loser in that one. Yeah, that's consistent with Adam Sandler. A lot of Adam Sandler's character. Not that, he's done some good ones, of course. I mean, I have my Adam Sandler comedies I really enjoyed. I like Billy Madison and Waterboy and Happy Gilmore, but those characters? No, thank you. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo would get you high. This Shaggy and Scooby-Doo might be fun. That, maybe. Depends on what versions of the characters. Like, Shaggy, it's funny. Like, I'm watching the 60 animated series. I've done reviews, but Shaggy's actually surprisingly competent. Like, he's actually pretty good for him. He's like the captain of the gymnastics team. In the show, he's a ventriloquist. He knows how to throw his voice. Like, Shaggy has a lot of fucking skills. Like, this guy's interesting to me. Like, he's like, I was like, wow, I didn't know that. He was captain of the gymnastics team in high school, chat. Like, in the original 60 animated series, I was like, what? I like Shaggy. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, they would do right by me. I don't see those. I think, I'm right there with them because I'm like, I want to fucking solve this mystery. Fuck this. Let's get the hell out of here. I want to deal with this problem. Fred and Velma, and definitely, I want to hang out with Velma, though. Velma's definitely one. Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby, yes. Daphne and Fred, go fuck them. No, thank you. Yeah, he knows recipes. He does. He can cook for you. Was he military school and Mystic Inc. series? I don't, maybe. He might have been. I know that, I only know that in the original series, he's captain of the gymnastics team. He's a trained ventriloquist. He's able to throw his voice, and he knows how to fucking cook. Pretty goddamn good for a high school student. Got a lot going for him, chat. Yeah. So, no, Scooby and Shaggy, they seem like good guys. All types of juicy motherfucker. Goddamn right, Ace Rock. Good to see you, by the way. But, yeah, I think that's the last of my questions for tonight. We got through all of them. Yes, starting at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time is indeed the key, chat. Is indeed the key. I think that's what did it. That's what did it. Definitely start at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time from now on. But, does anyone else have any other questions right now? Mini Golf Chapman, what's new Scooby Doo? That's right. He's a talented guy. I'll take some questions from the audience now, chat, now that we finished a little bit. Probably only one question, though. Only one question, because it is 7:18. I got to get up there by 8:30. What if Scooby-Doo could not talk? It was all in Shaggy's head. That'd be fucking crazy. I'd love that, though. It's like he just fucking looks at Scooby. He's like, that's right, Scoob, I agree. And the people are like, does he think he's talking to the dog? So my favorite YouTubers to watch, Shrek Juice? You know what? Some of my people that I've gotten back into recently has been Game Grumps, specifically Aaron Hansen and Dan Avedon. I really like the rapport they've always had. I used to watch them a lot, like back in the day, along with Achievement Hunter too, from Rooster Teeth. I fell off Achievement Hunter not because I didn't want to watch their content. It was just came in a point in my life where I was able to watch them. Same with Game Grumps. But I've recently started watching a lot of Game Grumps episodes, having them on the background, working on things or whatever. And, Game Grumps is one that I'm watching consistently. There's some reviewers I really like. I haven't watched them consistently, but always really like Jeremy Johns. I always liked his report of everybody. Trying to think of who else. There's some other streamers I watch their content, maybe just have in the background. Always like Brown Man and Faye Lynn. I like their rapport they have with their audience, and they're very funny. But yeah, in terms of just YouTuber, straight YouTubers, definitely the Game Grumps. I've always liked them. All movies are gone. Choose only one for the whole world to watch for the rest of time. All movies are gone. Only one? Ah, shit. Only one. So I can save the world or doom it. Only one movie for the rest of time. That's a goddamn Sophie's choice right there, man. There's so many goddamn good movies. Huh. Damn. I don't know. I think I'd choose a comedy. People can it was fun. It's funny you bring up Shaun of the Dead, Rockerbird. I'd probably do Hot Fuzz. Maybe Hot Fuzz. I think that's just such a great movie. You got a lot of things in here. It's action. It's comedy. Maybe Hot Fuzz. That'd be my answer. Do you know the Cosmonaut Variety Hour? He's really good. No, I do not. I'm not familiar with him. What's the best pizza place, fast food place? Pizza place. Well, pizza place, it's... you usually go for the mom and pop places, right? You go for the locally owned businesses for pizza. I don't like the mass-produced ones like Domino's and Pizza Hut and all that shit. But no, you go for your mom and pop owned pizza places. Best fast food place? I don't know. For me, living in Texas, when it comes to burgers, you can't go all wrong with Whataburger. Just quintessential, hey, go through the drive-thru, pick up your burgers like that. I think that's good. I'm not a big fast food guy, honestly. I get preparing my own meals or going to restaurants when I used to go to restaurants, that kind of thing. But if I had to go, hey, I got to pick up something, I go to my local pizza place or, I typically, order from, have delivery or go to Whataburger or, do that. Yeah. Easy answer. Knives like Pudite. Thank you, Bilbo Baggins, the best hop in old Middle-earth. Bilbo Baggins, only 3 feet tall. Bilbo, thank you so much for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. Happy to have you here. I'm glad I earned your respect, Bilbo. You are my favorite character in the Lord of the Rings Hobbits books. Yeah. McDowell's Guilty Pleasure of my new edition. Little Caesars for me, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what some other questions you guys asked. I'm trying to see. How do you feel about the lens for and altered camera angles in Mass Effect Collection? What I've seen right now, it looks great. I'm not minding it. It looks beautiful. When I play the game, maybe I'll have a different opinion. But when I saw that Legendary Edition trailer, whoo, that looked hot. It looked hot. You tried In-N-Out in Austin, or when you live? Yes, I tried In-N-Out. There's In-N-Out here in where I live. It was fine. I didn't think much of it, honestly. It was not that it was bad. It wasn't bad or anything. I had the fries, I had the burgers. This is good. The only burgers I have not had is Five Guys. I've had In-N-Out. I've had Pete Terry's. I've had Whataburger. I've had Shake Shack. All those are good. I'm not gonna say. I don't know. I guess Whataburger is just slightly better because they give you more maybe. But what I had was fine. I enjoyed it. It was a good burger. It was a tasty burger. I was J.J. Abrams involved. Oh, the lens flares from Mass Effect Collection. I don't know. Probably not. But I liked what I saw from the trailer. It looks pretty good. So I did not have a problem with that. Yeah. So, chat, maybe I could take one more question before I leave. Before I head up to Austin for 8-Bit Crumbs chat. Please do tune in 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time chat for 8-Bit Crumbs. We're going over some video game news stories today. Be a good time. I remember getting a lot of fries for Five Guys. What's a good brownie, peanut butter, or chocolate chip? Ooh. I like maybe a little peanut butter in there just to kind of offset the chocolate. Because you already got chocolate because it's brownie already. It's brownie's chocolate. But so maybe like let's get some peanut butter. I wouldn't mind that. That one's good. Mass Effect Collection not having that one DLC. Yeah, that DLC that sucks. If people, I'm going to tell you right now. If people are complaining about the Pinnacle Station DLC not being in there, get over yourself. I'm telling you that right now. Get that piece of that DLC. It was just a horde mode. That's all it fucking was. I don't give a shit. If people are actually complaining about that, I'm like, fuck off. You were lying. You're just trying to be mad for the sake of being mad. Please fuck off, because that's bullshit. I'm not yelling at you, Osnick. I'm just saying everyone else is saying, like, should I have 41 pieces? It has 40 pieces of DLC. It has 40 pieces of DLC, a lot of which various quality. There's some great ones. There's some fucking great DLCs in that. All right, especially for Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. If people are complaining about the Pinnacle Station DLC, do not even fuck. I want to fucking hear it. I do not want to hear it right now. Like, if people are actually complaining, like, on goddamn Reddit or these fucking comment sections, I'm going to lose it. Get out of here. No one likes that DLC. And then all of a sudden, he's like, Pinnacle Station's actually it's one of the best DLCs. That's why I played it. It's like, fuck now. Anyway. I just, oh, yeah, Mass Effect 1 had some deals. None of it was good. Like, they had the other one, which was I forget what the fuck it was. They had one other story-based DLC, and it was, whatever. It was whatever. You don't even really need it. It plays into some one storyline you see in 2 and 3, and that's about it. It's not important. Actually, no, it doesn't play into 2 at all. It only plays into 3, really. It's not important. No. And Pinnacle Station is no one liked it. People said they liked it. They're lying. I'm gonna tell you that right there. I would tell I would tell those people you're lying. You're lying if you liked it. I don't believe you. The elite people were trying to be mad because of Pinnacle Station. People are mad about it? Oh my god. People were trying to be mad because the Pinnacle Station DLC being missing. That's fucking stupid. That is bullshit. And they didn't add same-sex romances to the first game. They didn't have them. It's not a remaster. It's it's not a remake. It's a remaster. They updated the graphics. Remaster, not remake. Exactly. You didn't add to remaster. Exactly. Yeah. Must be rubbing off on you the way you just won off. Well, it's just hearing people complain about the Pinnacle Station DLC when I know like no one liked that DLC is just bullshit. I just know it's just bullshit, and I'm just. They are simply being mad for the sake of being mad. I'm gonna tell that right now to all those people. They're simply being mad to be mad. The amount of stuff that's on that collection already is incredible. I'm so happy about it. Every time I played Pinnacle Station, I didn't play all Pinnacle Station. I just played it to get the achievement back, and I never went back to it because I don't fucking care about that shit. I don't care about Pinnacle Station. I've only played it through once, and it was just to get the achievements at the time, because I was an achievement hunter. I like getting those, the Mass Effect games, and I'm glad it's not there because that's a waste of goddamn time. So I'm so happy that code got corrupted, and I don't have to play it. And anyone who's complaining about that, is saying like, oh, Pinnacle Station's so good, it's like you're a fucking liar, and you're complaining to complain. I'm gonna tell that to every single one of these motherfuckers' faces who say that. And Shalom Redemption to come. I mean, no, we did. Yeah, it's easy to pick on Bioware now. Like, people are really fucking mad, and I bet those fucking publications too, like IGN and GameStop and whatever, GameSpot or whatever, they're saying this piece is missing. I want to read these comments. I'm gonna type in Mass Effect Pinnacle Station. And if people Mass Effect Pinnacle Stage DLCs rival lost due to data criticism, Mass Effect remasters what's missing from the bundle. Bioware forced to leave on Mass Effect. I'm gonna read Eurogamer. I'm gonna read Eurogamer. I'm gonna see what it says in the comments section. Accept please. To be fair, one had the most unacceptable DLC to trilogy, so it's no big loss. Oh, no, he got to be. Well, if you have to lose one DLC, I'm glad it's this one. Pickle Station was so unnecessary, I didn't even bother with it that I had it. Well, it's in theory a loss. I would actually go as far as say that it makes ME1 a slightly worse game. Bring Down the Sky wasn't exactly premium stuff either. Agreed. But it's miles better, and you actually get a small payoff in ME3 finish. True. Okay, so a lot of people are saying it was no pants, so no loss. Okay. So there's actually a lot of people who are saying, who gives a fuck? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad to see that. All right. Okay. That's good. Just have how are your Netflix stocks? Are you getting into the GameStop? No, I didn't. I was too late with GameStop. I didn't get into it. So I didn't make any money on them, chat. I'll tell you that right now. Now you should definitely not get into them because it's plummeted. It plummeted. So don't do that. I imagine the other thing they might be upset about is the multiplayer of Mass Effect 3. I played it back in the day, and I played with Josh back in the day, but I don't care. I don't need it. I rather it just be single player focused, chat. Witness! Witness me! I'm just about to leave Edgy Berserker, but witness me! Edgy Berserker, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for sharing your audience with mine. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to stream. What are you playing? What are you doing, Edgy Berserker? What are you doing? Thank you. I was just doing my class in the glass cast. Witness, I'm witnessing you. I was answering questions. Military lost my mind in regards to the Pinnacle Station. Some people apparently are complaining. I don't care. And Archie, nice. Chat, please do check out Edgy Berserker's streams. Give her a follow. Give her a subscription if possible. Chat, please do check out her content. I would appreciate this. This is a raid. Everybody on the dance floor. Raid. Thank you. I am sorry, though, because I am just about to leave right now. I do have to get going, chat. It's now 7:30. I've been here. I've done my nearly 2.5 hours, and I need to head up to Austin right now, chat, to do 8-bit crumbs. I must leave you. I want to thank all of my Juicy Gainster and Revenite subscribers. Thank you for generosity, and all my subscribers to my Patreon. I love doing this Q&A series every Thursday, chat. It's so much fun. It gives a little variety to my content on Twitch. I hope you guys had a really good time. But I must bid you adieu. Still have my stream labs open, so thank you, Victor Necrophone, for that. Yay! Good. I'm glad people are following Edgy Berserker. Nice. I'm glad to see them. But I must leave you, chat. For those who don't know, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, starting around 5:30, 6:30. Woo! My condition is in. WinFox, thank you for the 54-bitty donation. Appreciate having you here today, WinFox. Thank you for your generosity. I must leave, but thank you for your generosity. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, chat, starting around 5:30, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I also stream on Saturdays around 9, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and also, chat, on Sundays. Well, you know I'll be streaming on Sundays, Shay. Pay attention to my social media. Follow me on Twitter at Chris J. Herman, also on Facebook under Christopher Herman, and on Instagram and Discord, chat, under Mr. Raven7. If you want to see my previous Discord streams, Let's Plays, video reviews, movie reviews, cartoon reviews, preview commentaries, full-length audio commentaries, and reactions, check out my YouTube channel, Class in the Glass, chat. I'll be uploading a lot of stuff more consistently from now on. Got Alex Bernal involved, which I'm very, 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 very grateful towards him being involved. I'm going to send him some more stuff tomorrow. Get him all set. Start editing some stuff. Start uploading some stuff. It'll be great.